matchup. Jing. Patman.
Today's the day you don't want to miss. We're going to find out who's going to the Pacific Finals in Vietnam, but also who's punching their ticket to Masters London. Now, while this is Global Esports' first playoffs run, Patman is no stranger to internationals. Very much thanks to his former team, PRX.
I love that these two guys are like the ones who come out first. They've been the spearhead of both of their teams, fighting to all their way through the playoffs to get to this Masters London squad.
Yeah, they've been the big two performers. I mean, Jing is the global ACS leader for a reason, and Patman has been actually the best player in the server for 2 out of the 3 matchups between these two teams.
And of course, we got Crystal and Forsaken. We were just talking to his brother a little bit earlier, and Forsaken, you know, one of the global, the world's favorite flex players. It's really hard to be going up against a player like this.
He's
for
okay.
Masters.
He's a Pacific MVP. You know, he's all right. He plays a couple of agents. You know, he knows what he's doing. Crystal, actually, I thought he had quite a good day yesterday. I was enjoying watching him play the Sentinel. The Killjoy in particular had a couple of very big multi-frags, and really he's been one of the longest-standing members of this roster at this point. He's been around there with Udaton. Those two have been really holding it down.
And speaking of long-standing members of VCT in general,
Man, what the hell?
Be Divide. Ooh,
Have they been doing this solo, like, one at a time walkout for the whole stage
I think Divide has
of
been on
playoffs?
PaperX longer than I've been alive. That's how much of a legacy this man is for this squad. He's been there, done that. On the other side, Javi, we've been hyping this guy up so much, man. He's one of
Is this
the
the first time that they've
IGLs I think
brought
we've
out
ever
people
seen.
one at a time?
The way he's coordinating this team, and it's not an easy environment to do it in. They're changing comps. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but he's rising to the occasion.
Yeah, I totally agree, and there's so many different comps and switch-ups that he has to navigate his way through. Here are the 2 duelist players. Something is the guy that hooks GE every single time. Every single time he plays Frost, he just dominates. And Udaton on the other side of things, very, very serviceable in that duelist role. He puts up pretty good numbers. He's just been criminally underrated for such a long time.
Wait, so
GE have built around him.
Are the sunglasses the curse?
And it's crazy that in the initial
I feel like the last time a team came out in sunglasses, they also lost.
He just had to play it because somebody couldn't get a visa in time.
A highly underrated player. So I'm really glad to see Udotan thriving with this new roster. With
What's
the new
up, Minsong?
coaching
How are
staff
you, bro?
here on Global Esports.
Hopefully you're
One of
doing
your
well.
hot takes when we started, the very start of the stage was Global Esports making it to playoffs. Envy, not a rookie, but his first year with PaperX has also had a fantastic first year showing with this team.
Yeah, like it's been a long time coming for Envy. You know, he was on that Team Secret roster
All right.
for a long time. They
Enough.
had some
Let's get into the game.
very, very good at that. It's PaperX. I think this map one is going to be pivotal for how this series will shake up.
Well, surely Global Esports watched that KRX match
right.
against PaperX and kind of know what the game plan is on defense.
Breeze comp is
We're
cool.
Gonna send it over to
Big
our
fan of the
casters. We got
stage.
Quack and
Big fan of the chamber.
Fish guy.
Hello, Victoria. I hope you're having a great day. Quack, I hope you're having a great day as well. Listen, there's one thing I wanted to pick up from the desk there. Alex and Dove. I guess you all of those before that point as well. They are the top dogs in the region potentially, and maybe even in the world. We'll get into that conversation a little bit later as we head into the pistol round. It is day 2 of PaperX versus GE, the playoffs of VCT Pacific stage number 1.
Oh yeah, you just inviting yourself on one of my podcasts? All right, sounds good.
Hell yeah. Let's get straight into it. Global Esports on the attack.
No, we should definitely do it. I think it would be fun.
They had a pretty strong one up against RQ yesterday, but PaperX 10-2 against KRX's attack. That's a really strong defense starting off, and you can definitely tell it's a lot to do with Something and Forsaken playing into the roster right now, but it's a 1-4 split, and Forsaken's alone on the B site.
Okay, classic PaperX 1-4 on pistol.
Just having a bit of a peek outside of B. I want to really keep a keen eye on this attacking side from GE. We heard that mentioned as well on the desk. They were very good, very solid on the attack. I think they can start well here today. That will be a real catalyst for their success. Forsaken will try to slow them down, but he'll be deleted by Patman, who was, again,
dude, I don't know. Okay, I have to ask you, Minsong, what have you been feeding Patman? Because this guy is literally insta-killing everybody on his screen and has been doing so for the entire year. I don't know what you did to him. I don't know if you injected him with Chinese peptides or what is happening, but he's playing some of the best Valorant that I've seen anybody play.
And throughout this season,
It's crazy.
GE.
Gotta love that he's the guy to do it. Used to play for PaperX, of course, but now holding the off angle.
There's going to be some re-aggression here from PaperX. They want to take a risk. They know they
check
need to do
this?
something.
They do not.
They'll walk right into Patman, who gets himself
That's
another.
diabolical to not check
Perfect
that.
start to this map
Dude.
for GE.
Both Davai and Jing got, I think they took shots to the
No
chest,
need to
so now they're
peek.
half HP away. It's
Okay.
easy shots for GE just to finish off the round.
Yeah, it's just like a free pistol. Just a free
Attacks on
pistol.
through. Nothing too substantial from PaperX thus far. It's a slow start for them. Udatan looking for the dump.
Yeah, sit the fuck down.
Confidence. It's PaperX. Entirety of A site, the lurk coming in even. This team is looking
Okay.
to play. And now they've got the guns to do
Anti-Ecos
it
versus
with Meanwhile,
PaperX. GE's nemesis up until this point.
PaperX stacked on the wrong side once more. Should be pistol though, of course.
One Marshall.
Have to appreciate the start for GE though. You know, coming into a matchup like this one, I think there'll definitely be some
Double
nerves.
Guardian
Will feel good
Phantom.
after the result that they had yesterday against RRQ, but PaperX, like I said, is a bit of a different beast. It's kind of like going
Just
from the frying pan
holding,
into the fire.
holding, holding.
And so to be
Eventually,
able to
who's
start
gonna walk
well
up?
comfortably.
Pat's
with
gonna
this
walk up
surrounding,
middle?
You know, it's just,
Makes sense.
It kind of starts your campaign in this game a little bit earlier than if you're fighting from behind, and I think that's got to be a good feeling for them. And of course, that obviously does mean that you still need to get through this round.
Very careful.
Okay, this is just generally very good anti-eco protocol. Everybody can learn from this. You've got your Marshal that you don't care about losing, walking up one space. You've got your Sheriff that you don't care about losing, walking up another space. And the other space is being taken by a drone. Not a person, but a drone. You're risking absolutely nothing, and you're finding information. Just finding the stack, making sure that you don't get ambushed.
Full approach
Good.
from Global. They've taken
Is buying a Marshal over Outlaw better? In my opinion, I think so. I think it's kind of going to be like a meta read, honestly. But right now, if you watch like basically every team that loses Pistol, nobody is buying anything because everybody's aware of the Outlaw. So it's almost pointless to buy any armor or anything like that. And so generally speaking, Marshal's going to be a one-shot kill, and it's obviously cheaper than the Outlaw, and it also is way less dangerous if you lose it. So I think Marshal is superior on round 2 most of the time.
the orb, so PaperX somewhat aware of that, but they're not seeing anything elsewhere. Thinking about setting up a counter recon and be holding on to
Who do I think will win, GE versus Full Sense? Honestly, I think the GE will probably win, but I haven't watched the game, so I don't know.
Might be the key factor in this round. With that wall, just keeping things honest over towards B, but A plan has gone down. Davai with the headshot onto Patman though.
Just a Sheriff, all good. Just have to be careful of this.
Should have some good shots because his opponents are shieldless. Otherwise, it comes down to Yudotan and Gang on A site. Just try to hold the close plant.
Well, something's already trying to creep his way out onto A here. I don't know if Autumn's necessarily going to come
this
into
is
play.
nice.
He does
This is
catch
good from
Forsaken
Autumn. He's
on
just
that rotate.
delaying.
In the end, I've spoken too soon. Two players
Plays
walk
his
into
life.
him.
This
I
is a
thought
very
they
good
might just
anti-eco so
bypass him
far.
and try and go for the retake anyway. Harvey for the double. The collat onto Envy.
Yeah, juggle it back.
Take it.
Nicely done.
GE with
Oh, no, they don't
guns
get.
through from that last round. Not
Lose
too
one
shabby.
Guardian, right? Yeah.
Lovely to see. We'll put an asterisk on the Marshal. That's going to be...
Watch Pearl. I mean, we'll get there, bro.
The next one.
We're watching the
PaperX
series.
Should be starting to get a read for how Global might want to approach these rounds. I mean, but
Okay.
it's been PaperX running
Pretty good bonus. Got 3
circles
rifles and a
around
Marshal.
Global Esports in both orgs' histories. But today, I have a feeling it's going to be a different story. We start things off with some utility while PaperX peeks out middle.
I mean, this is
Okay,
the round where
PaperX
really want
triple
to
walk
turn the
middle.
tables a
They know
little
that
bit, isn't it?
Patman's been
They've
there
obviously got
2
their
rounds in a
investment,
row.
or their investment,
Bit of
as it were.
punish.
The first one
But gives
for
up a lot of
that series.
information.
And
Insta
immediately
pivot
having a
from
bit of impact
GE.
is Davai.
This is good.
B-side.
Okay, one thing I will say right off the bat is the speed that GE is reacting to what PaperX is doing is the speed that you have to play at. Because what a lot of teams will do is they'll see this aggression middle and they will like just continue to hold or like they'll get their initial play disrupted by the aggression from PaperX middle, and then they'll take like 5 seconds to regroup and figure out what their next plan is. But if you take those 5 seconds to figure out what the next plan is, it's too late. When PaperX is doing stuff, you have to instantly react. And so if PaperX shows 3 or 4 people on A side of the map, you should just instantly go B, which is what GE is doing. So the speed at which they're reacting here is really, really good.
For GE, they'll start to waltz their way in. Envy spot them out on that pixel line.
It's all good, Midsong. Enjoy your win. Hopefully you guys take down the trophy for stage 1. It'll be fun to see you in London. Hopefully hopefully all the visas come through. Fingers crossed the visas come through.
1v4, he's already picked up a couple. TP forward was awkward timing, almost 4. Jing doesn't quite get punished for it. Reload required now for Yutatan, but he is under so much pressure that I don't know that he's going to be able to get it. Has to try and...
Okay, I want to come back and just watch how they handle this post. Okay, Crystal goes 1 for 1.
Well, just the site remaining.
They know that there's 2 more on flank.
Bit of an aggressive play here from GE. I don't half mind it,
Unfortunately, they get spammed. Okay, Yutatan's
gonna have to clutch this down in the 1v4. He's already picked up a couple. TP forward.
Good damage from Yuto. 2 bullets.
Almost 4. Jing doesn't quite get punished for it. Reload required now for Yutatan, but he is under so much pressure that I don't know that he's going to be able to get it. Has to try and tap away.
Pretty good damage on the bonus.
That's exactly how PaperX wants to approach.
Ooh, nice. Outlaw buy. What's the armor?
Defense. So
doesn't show the armor on the hood.
Mid peaks this time in towards elbow.
Okay, Outlaw's only okay, but they find somebody with half armor. Nice.
That paranoia, of course, will push him away, but it's too little, too late to do anything about it for PaperX.
And this is that calling from GE. We saw it just a bit yesterday. RRQ starting to slow things down. That's how Crazy Guy loves to call. Frost kind of talked about it in some interviews. And
again, look at how fast GE is moving. Like this is something that very few teams do against PaperX. This is definitely the fastest we've ever seen GE react.
Instantly, Javi's making the rotation, the switch up.
Yeah, they're showing one place and just instantly going somewhere else. And this is how fast you have to play against PaperX.
Slam the A site.
This is nice.
Triple wall, Viper wall plus Yutatan setting himself up with that fast lane, gets them into A pretty comfortably. Spike yet to go down. PaperX is still kind of floating around. Maybe try something prior to that spike getting properly confirmed. Eventually, it will drop.
Oh, Sage wall value. This is why Sage is insane against Neon.
Oh, right in the face of Forsaken. He's not going anywhere right now. Does break it, but there's an orb straight through as well to slow him down, and there's just no entry allowed into the A side at the moment.
Relax, brother.
Overdrive popped here for Yutatan.
Nice.
Happy to take that fight forward, but so too Forsaken.
Nice from Javi.
All about Javi though with the 3K.
Another thing that has really, I think in the last like 2 weeks, maybe last 3 weeks, I feel like Javi is like finally starting to hit the form that he was playing at Ascension, because I think he's been playing. Actually, he played really well at kickoff, but so far in stage 1, he's been kind of like low impact, fragging wise. But I feel like he's shooting a lot better now, playing with more confidence.
Sage, so maybe taking things a little bit slow this time around, just to see how GE approaches it. Straight up the guts of middle, while 1-4 split once again.
Okay, what's the reaction?
From GE this time around.
Pat just walking up by himself with a rifle. It's kind of scary.
Patman. The two to maybe keep an eye on in this round with the way things are going.
Definitely dangerous. They got kind of trapped here, but nice second layer with Javi just watching the door while the two walk up. I don't love this positioning from GE, but at least they have somebody covering them.
That's not too bad as far as PaperX.
Yeah, this is a sketchy spot. They do have res though, which is nice also.
Pull the res out of Javi.
Good wall, good res.
Back to 3-on-3, but this is definitely a little more awkward for GE than they would like. However, they've now got some space out on A. And that is going to allow them to start to pressure the plan. Jing gets one on the cross, no more. It's on to Davai. He has got a rifle in hand with 16 shots available. This is very winnable. GE go quiet.
Whoever cooked this Breeze comp is genius.
Got time to try.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing a bunch of good agents on the map, so. They're just playing a bunch of good agents on the map.
So he will get out on the line.
Oh,
He thought he
Crystal.
had the kill. I'm sure he
Slow
thought he had it
walking
there, but
that.
Crystal survives, and he'll get healed as well by Harvey. So for all that work, Davai is getting nothing so far. GE holding strong on the site. They've crossed back as well, which Davai has no idea about. Surely it's over. Davai can't get it done anymore. The 1-2 punch will have to be too good here. Gets that reload off at least. But there is too much that needs
Another
to be done.
3K from Javi. Hell yeah. Let's go.
But G doesn't.
Did I not watch it live? No, bro. I was asleep. It's 6:50 a.m. for me right now.
Find that right now, just gonna continue rolling.
Slow ready.
He's picking.
Abi, wait, Abi. On the right. Go each my smoke, Abi, go each my smoke on them. Wait. No, on the right, guys. Let's go together.
I'm on right.
I didn't take cover.
Oh,
You can see
Big
how
whiff.
awkward it has gotten here for GE.
wait, they're double
immediately.
opping.
PaperX on the aggressive.
I didn't even
Worked
realize
out.
they were
The
double
pick
opping.
goes their
What the hell?
way. Plan's still going down. They still commit to that GE. It's a bold play, but might just work. Forward positioning though from Jing will catch both Patman and Harvey off guard. Autumn trying to salvage. It's not going to be possible.
The early
Crystal
pick is too
now
good.
alone, and this is a pretty doomed angle. How's everybody missed? Oh, what?
Hello?
PaperX, what's going on there? But it doesn't matter. Defuse.
Okay.
Prevent G from
The insta
by
pick
bit,
with the
and they
op,
continue
very
on
strong on
with
Breeze.
this sort of aggression. Forsaken not relenting from pushing down elbow, while the rest of the team this time out towards A main.
Solon said he wins the race this time around. GE gonna wait out that.
Crystal stepped up on Pearl. I don't know. He looks better on Senti than Initiator. Yeah, I mean, this is something that we started like pushing towards last year, actually. Both me and Platoon. I don't want to give away too much, but like Platoon has a. I don't know if he's still using this, but last year he built like a player evaluation dashboard that we would track scrim data on. And what we saw is that Crystal was having like outsized impact when we put him on Sentinels, and it kind of fits his playstyle. So, it was something that was like starting to happen a bit last year, where we were like, maybe Crystal would be good on Sentinel. So it's cool to see them continuing to do that. Oh my goodness!
Can't quite catch up with Unatan there, but Jing at least helps him out in the end.
Super early pit. I do not like this.
A little bit shell-shocked after that one. This round is getting real messy. There's a
Yeah,
that's been written
super
out as
early
well
pit
on the
before the
attack.
spike goes down. This is
All over the
pretty
place, but
sketch.
Still no plan.
Yeah, multiple ultimates, but it's all a possible fake. The rest of the team trying to pivot across.
The double up the whole defense. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
It's always
Like,
gonna be a question mark, but
if the other
drone
team
has
only
to come
has
through.
one drone to try and
No,
figure
they
out
did a
where the
great job
ops
of
are,
clearing
it's
him.
not
Batman's still kind
not
of
very
hanging
easy to deal with.
around, really causing an element of doubt in the minds of PaperX here. You can see how busy he's keeping them on A. Meanwhile, that rotate coming through from
Nice.
GE over towards B. Patman is getting so much work done
Yeah,
here.
very, very.
Every second he wastes
Okay.
is valuable. Importantly, though, Forsaken still here over on B, locking it down.
Damn,
gets the
Forsaken.
double,
Holy
and might
shit.
just get this done alone. All on the shoulders
The
now.
pivot
of
was
Autumn
good,
with
but the
20
scaling
seconds
was
left. He's got
not.
to find the 1v3, and he's got to move quickly. Time of the essence.
Nice
It's
shot.
Better of Envy. But how is he going to dislodge Forsaken? He fakes the tap. It doesn't draw out the peak. He has no idea that Forsaken is just
Unlucky.
chilling, waiting for Jing on the flank. It's just
Okay, PaperX bringing it back. Double
Off
op
to the
value.
next round, though, and GE
2 rounds in a row. Op gets value.
will come in with a partial investment.
GE once again quickly taking that main position, but it's out towards middle that they're having problems.
I think this
Something
round is
tapping
over.
away. It's these scoped rifles that are really. And he's
Okay, forward 4. Timeout incoming.
a little bit streaky.
No,
Has
no
come in.
timeout. Okay.
Now they bring out their own Autumn on the operator.
Nice. Okay, this is a good adjustment. If you're going against the double op, you got to op yourself, especially with a comp like this. If you don't have multiple drones or you don't have a lot of like flash utility, you have to op them back. So I think this is a good
He was
adjustment.
A little bit streaky yesterday. Had some very good rounds. Do that again.
But they reveal where the op is insta. This is actually a nice play by Envy. Seems like PaperX is maybe reading that GE will go to the op. So instead of having somebody with an op peek this line early, they peek it with a drone. So they're basically reading one step ahead, right? Because PaperX has already gotten multiple picks by peeking this early. So they are reading that GE probably will put an op on this line as the next move. So they're preempting that by then droning this immediately to figure out where the op is. So nice adjustment from PRX as well.
To break the streak that PRX have been putting together. That's 3 in a row now off the back of the tack timeout that Alex called.
Oh, the pit though.
But again, the pivot from GE is so fast. They show here, they get revealed, they don't fuck around, they just immediately go group and hit the other side of the map.
You want things to go well through the door.
Yeah, Jing dumping util, trying to slow GE down. Unable
Nice
to do
pick
so.
from
He
Yudo.
will be
Good
locked on by
backside
Yudotan.
control.
And they're not going to be able to get control of A main very easily because the pit is there with Dabai in it, but
Ooh.
they'll still be able to get a plant. Yudotan maybe
A good shot.
taking a little bit too many liberties there, and now Harvey isolated in a duel against
No fucking way.
Forsaken.
You
With that
lose
op on the
that.
other side of it, there's nothing you can do. So it's all on Patman and Crystal to try to hold off this retake, which feels
That
a pretty
is
doomed prospect
gross.
at this point. PRX just kind of styling on.
That is a gross fight to lose.
The tech from
Surely the timeout comes in after that. Yep,
Comes
there
in.
it is.
pretty big problem for global esports and PRX.
There it is.
Now they're broke.
Yeah, they're definitely PRX. Well, there's 4 rounds in a row there for PRX that GE are not going to like to sink their teeth into.
And still with the double operator. GE though trying to pick things up just quick with pistols for this round. Yudotan on the Bucky.
Something's going to hear that drone headed in his direction and just tries to force the issue, but not able to find the line this time around. This will be Forsaken's turn next. So you've got 2 ops, and they're both up.
That's tough. So when you're against the double op, you really want to put them on retake, right? Because having 1 op is hard to retake with. Having 2 ops is really hard to retake with. But you have to get through the initial choke point. I wonder if like the correct adjustment would be... The problem also is that GE only has 1 smoke, and it's the Viper. So it's really hard for them to disrupt a lot of the sightlines. I wonder if they could do something where they like start orbing here or something like that, or like orbing here and just kind of like messing with the sightlines. I don't know. It's tough. They also probably need to invest the wall and then just like brute force the wall. I don't know. It's it's definitely a tough situation. Double op is really good against
the
their
same
comp.
side, and they're both holding the same line. That's crazy. Something's obviously gone wandering back off towards middle, but I don't know that they're necessarily expecting Forsaken there with the op as
Holy
well.
Yudo.
Fast lane up.
Hello?
Forsaken somehow gets out of there alive. I don't even know. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. GE, they need to
Getting
capitalizing
stuck
on
in the
those kinds of
choke is
moments, and
really
just
rough,
not
man.
quite being able to.
They needed...
Another solid hold by the looks of
It's
things from
hard because
PRX.
they're just getting owned by the operator, but they need to
They're
just,
looking
like,
for damage.
everybody just has to
Autumn will
get
give
through
them
when they use
that, a
utility.
double.
Holy shit,
Still
Autumn.
a chance here. If Autumn can find a way to pop off.
There's
and
no
like I
way,
said,
right?
He was streaky yesterday, but he had some really big rounds. This could be another one of those. 5 left. Swaps back over to the rifle instead. Something just trying to toy with him and does a great job of it.
Unfortunate.
But then you swap over to something. Something wins to the right, and this has to be the round. I'm on his toes, and unfortunately trips him over at the end. The next round comes up, and this has to be the round where GE finds their footing.
Yeah, I think
it's their map pick.
Yeah, they do
You're
have
really
a
looking for some of
res,
that
so they
recovery
can
from
trade a
GE, again,
life
highlighting the fact that
for
they were
space.
very good on the attack yesterday. Des mentioning it was a key factor for them coming into this game, and so far 4 on the attack. I'm not sure that's going to be enough for them to be happy with how things have played out so far. Let's see if they can get it back up to 6-6 with a bit of a faster play in towards B. Got that wall that will allow them to take the space back towards Archers. But now straight through, and they've got to go
What a
again
shot.
into the operator, which
Okay,
is
they
Forsaken
trade 1,
waiting.
they
They're finding
res.
the kills they
Nice
need,
trade
though.
by
Harvey
Javi.
for the double and
Really
the res,
good.
obviously. Lots of impact in the round, and GE finally
That's another
have
thing.
found a way.
For people who don't understand like why Sage would be valuable, one of the best things that Sage can do, and you see this from like 100 Thieves understands this really well, and obviously GE understands this really well, is that sometimes the whole point of your Sage is to like trade a body for space or for information on like an op. It's really good against ops because you can trade the body, get the trade, then res the person. Like the whole point is to die and get the resurrect. What do I think about Yudotan as a player? I mean, I told GE last year that I think he has the potential to be like the best player in the world. He's
He's
definitely not there currently, but like the innate ability in him and like the creativity and like the way that his brain works is like really, really, really good.
I mean, this is one
So
of
he's
those
got a
rounds
lot of
that
potential,
Frost
and I think
won
that
listen in.
it requires a lot of hard work to get there. I don't know if he will ever reach his total peak of potential, but he's definitely playing very well. So, yeah.
Starting to get a little bit more aggressive off of it. SOL. They want to take these fights. Let's listen in.
Nothing, guys. Let's go for the tres. Clear window. Tempo mapping. Hila.
Wait, shoot.
I think it's not upping, right? Maybe
I wanna kill him.
I will jump for you. 3, 2, 1. You have molly? Let's go play okay, boys.
Well, again, Alex a little bit.
Well, this is kind of an interesting round.
Let's go play the tres.
Take these fights. Site itself.
How did they get
PRX
such a
starting
free
to get
site?
a little bit more aggressive off of it. SOL. They
PRX
want
is just
to take
full
these fights.
gambling.
Let's listen in.
Just full gambling.
Let's go play the tres.
Interesting.
Clear window. Tempo mapping. Hila.
Wait, shoot.
I think it's not upping, right? Maybe
I wanna kill him.
I will jump for you. 3, 2, 1. You have molly? Let's go play okay, boys.
Well, again, Alex a little
Interesting.
bit concerned maybe about what's happening in that round. They have just let GE walk their way onto A for a plant. Something's
Kind of a
picked up
weird
on the
call from
rotate. So
PaperX.
too now has Forsaken. Those have been the Smash Bros for this half. Gone for PaperX, and it looks like
Okay,
GE
G
are
just
going
wins
to
some nice
fold.
duels. Round over.
Org
Good stuff.
history, or maybe at least in this. They're
It's a pretty good effort. Yeah. That kind of feels just like
Sage getting some changes
solid
after
B, right?
London, is she? I don't know.
side.
I don't really think they need to change anything about Sage. I think she's in a pretty good spot right now. All right, 6-6. Pretty good recovery after getting owned by the double up.
Pushing all the way down middle, something similar that Team Secret did before. But PaperX have other options.
5-person mid
All four
pistol
up
from
towards
GE.
elbow, thinking back towards B main to get that spike down on the B site. Forsaken spots
5
them
people
all around
middle. Okay.
Well, this is a nice
4-person
easy
elbow walk.
avenue into the B site for PaperX.
right.
Full retake for GE.
Strong position for Forsaken to play as well.
Definitely an interesting pistol.
Only half HP though, so might need a little bit of help, and he's not going to be able to get it when that orb is up. He's just got to try to play delay as long as he can on his own. Surely can't win this fight.
Okay,
Autumn
that's
in the back
nice.
of the head gets
But
Forsaken.
now
That's
you're
the
playing
first
attack
piece of the puzzle
with no
for
smoke.
GE. 4 more to find. Davai slowing them down a little bit with that kill onto Crystal, and Envy in on the cross shots as well.
Insta-stick. Okay, actually,
Huge bomb, though. PaperX have to move quickly, and they'll get there in
Ooh.
time.
I was going to say, the idea is actually kind of nice because, generally speaking, if you show heavy flank, they're going to flip the site. But if they plant for front site, then they're not going to have a good angle on it. So the idea is kind of nice, but they probably needed a wall reinforcing the defuse there for it to
This
work.
next one comes in, is still the guns from PaperX to try to build up a strong lead in this side.
Got 3 players set up on the A site though for GE. If this
Shorties.
ends up being a fight around main, they could have some problems here, PaperX. Crystal will spot them out early. Relay Bolt goes forward. That'll be the end of Crystal, but you've still got Harvey, who does get spotted out by the drone. And Forsaken will make no mistake. A site well and truly taken here by PaperX. They're starting to...
Okay,
Hope that
PaperX
all 5
wins the
emoji
anti-eco.
team players like Autumn.
Something picks up the outlaw. 2 light armors.
Pat trying to be able to figure things out and anchor down sights. For now,
Careful.
spotted out and Yudotan out towards middle.
I think the big name is probably Patman. He has been such a stellar player for GE so far this season. He's been a little bit slow on this map so far. That weight has
Fast
been
group.
picked up by a couple of the others, but I think if GE is going to win this map, we might need
He's
some
in the
of
right
those
spot.
Patman clutches back again, like what we saw yesterday. Oh, Harvey has been good.
This is something that anybody who's playing PaperX needs to be aware of, is on their bonus rounds in particular, like a lot of the rounds where they are at gun disadvantage, their favorite thing to do is to just poke with a scope. Whether it's a marshal or an outlaw, they will just try to poke and poke and poke and just like chip down a bunch of players at once. And so many teams get owned by this, where like they'll just have one outlaw or they'll have one marshal, and that marshal will get like 4 tags. And so then you're playing with like 25 HP on each player. and it makes you play really scared, and it makes it so easy for like the rest of the team to chip you down and clean up the round. So you have to be really, really careful against PaperX's lower buys when they have a scope weapon, because they love to do this.
Like what we saw yesterday.
They basically just like have their scope go searching.
Look out though from PaperX. They are getting so much space on these sides. Harvey and Crystal though denying it this time. Finally with the guns in hand. GE showing some defense.
I really like that the Sage wall lets you change elevation too.
All over the side.
It's super good on Breeze.
Oh God, please no. No. Get like a job on the office or something like that. Autumn.
See his feet? Yep. Goodbye, Jing.
Get like a job on the office or something like that. Autumn, what a great fight to start the round. GE. Starting.
I really like this walk down, the chamber trip. You can do this with Veto also. It's not as good, but the chamber teleport lets you get a really nice angle in middle. Let's see. Where's the actual edge? Yeah, so you can get all the way down to the box here. I think with Veto it's like the same. Even a little bit more. Nice.
Get like a job on the office or something like that. Autumn, what a great fight to start the round. GE starting to come into their own a little bit on the defense. Forsaken does cross though, and he's going to try and go on a bit of an expedition through middle.
Give you some ideas, but then again, that's where Petman's positioned. I think to end up back on the ace side, but Yudotan's already marking this angle, has support from Autumn.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Clearly, GE was going through some similar stuff that we had last year for roles, where it's like, Yudo wants to play Sentinel, but he's actually better on Duelist, but the Duelist roles, like, he's got to be able to talk when he's playing Duelist. I think they were having some similar experiences this year, where they had to figure out, like, who should be playing what role. Seems like they've kind of settled on it for now.
I think he did. Saw Forsaken, who's going to try to regroup with Devi. But unfortunately, without the numbers in this round, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. At the same time, Crystal's already extending his feet.
Yep, he'll be fast on the rotate if necessary, but the way things are looking, I don't
Nice
know that it'll be
little
necessary.
give and take.
Having a
It's good.
great
Yeah, I don't like that TPD.
Very nice little give and take there.
And you got more. And find some kind of a pick.
Alex's reaction after round 16, so this one?
Extending
What's his reaction? Let's see.
his feet.
I don't know. And 8, very much leading from the front now for GE. Keeping them in the fight. I mean, it's a very respectable total right now against PaperX, which is dubbed by a few to be maybe the best team in the world. I mean,
Alex Machen walking the A. Need to
I mean, honestly, it was kind of a nice play from Autumn. Like, he just beat the timing. I think that the... Did he want him to just place the smoke on the ground or something? I'm confused.
Actually, by the way, not just the fall there for PaperX by a mistake, but either way, I don't think it'll be coming in this round, although, you know, there's a bit of an investment here from PaperX, so we'll just see what they can
Good result gives confidence to go with a particular comp. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're winning, obviously you're going to feel pretty good about it.
Real careful for now. Already baited out one slow, which tends to happen quite often, but thinking to just start off with a bit of conditioning while then peeking over in towards B main, but Autumn's perched up top, an angle that PaperX might not expect. Pat still has to stay back to delay even further as well for more rotations to come across.
A long rotate here for GE if PaperX inevitably take this side. Autumn up on high, has not been spotted just yet.
What? The drone is just staring at him the whole time.
Long rotate here for GE if PaperX.
How are they unaware that he's up here?
Autumn up on high, has not been spotted just if PaperX inevitably take this side. Autumn.
Also, why is the drone...
Long rotate.
Did the drone tag somebody else? Why is he not getting tagged? What's happening?
PRX inevitably take this site. Autumn up on high has not been spotted just yet, and there is
I'm
no
so
entry
confused.
allowed into the B side. Both Autumn and Patman delivering on the initial hold, and that has PRX stalled in their tracks.
Oh,
It'll be a
Jesus.
Davai, though, making this interesting. Shots come through though for Yunatan,
Okay.
and
They lose that round. If they lose that round, they're gonna lose the map for sure.
they claim
So very, very good cleanup there at the end. I don't understand how Autumn is not getting spammed.
Because they are in that is going to be after that tactical timeout.
You gotta be kidding me, man!
Because they are in that danger territory. They really need to bring up some rounds together. Let's listen in, PRX.
God bless.
Go, you broke his TP. Chamber mid. Then he's mid then. He's mid then. We can go B. Only one guy or two. Yes. Apak elbow then. Let's scan as well.
So the call to try to pick up the
Okay, Jake Sin, please let the listen-ins play out longer. I hate that they only do like 10 seconds of the listen-ins. We need more comms, longer comms, please.
case. Overwhelmed 2 players on B site.
Yep, one guy or two, that is going to be correct. It is once again, though, Patman and Autumn who are over there and were such a thorn in their side in the last round. Here it comes, fast lane out, similar approach.
Same round.
The duelists pushing their way forward down the lane. Envy gets the better of Patman. Bad news for GE now as Autumn has to try to recover, but oversteps on the peak. And will be put down by something.
Jesus, it's a rough round. Just a ton of whiffs.
To B site slows down those rotations from GE where it doesn't even matter at that point. It's going to work out pretty darn well as the next round comes back up. Close to ultimates, PRX stretching their legs across middle. GE has similar ideas though, picking up auto cues. Smoked off for the time being as well. PRX maybe leaving Jing on a lurk while the...
This is kind of a crazy setup from GE, I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is not a good defensive setup. They've got Viper, Trip, and Sage all on B. I mean, if you want to defend B, this is a good setup, but your A is super, super weak, and retaking with this is going to be fucked. So this must just be like a gamble B setup, honestly.
The rest of the team pushes up into A.
I don't mind this setup actually from PRX. 4-1 split, you've only got a more of a retake setup actually for GE on this A site, and that's going to prompt some rotates obviously in middle, and that's where Jing can look to activate once.
If Crystal can get a pick though, he gets ult, which is really good.
As well early by PRX to try to cut off any rotate through A main.
Big spam from Udo.
Forsaken, so there is a loss, and you've still got a player by the way watching for Jing.
Ooh, nice.
Patman got that Forsaken.
Yeah,
so
Patman getting this pick on Jing.
Still got a player by the way
Really
watching
good.
for Jing. Patman got that pick in middle. That is so important.
No lurk.
Spike is planted, but it's 2v5. This is not how this round was supposed to work for PRX. They had the idea, but they did not have the execution, and GE are going to punish them for it. It is just
definitely a bit of an overpush from PRX.
Round inside the pit. The way he's been playing
They don't
right
even.
now, he might be
Hello! You don't need to go in the pit. It's not on the spike. Why are 3 people going into the pit and dying when the spike is planted on the other side of the fucking pyramid? What are we doing?
Round inside the pit. The way he's been playing right now, he might be the player to do it. Defuse is on. There's one more.
Jesus fucking Christ. Show me Frost's reaction after this round.
In with a real chance.
What the fuck are they doing?
On his own. Davai can't get it done. You are kidding me.
Right there at the finish
What
line,
the
but
fuck
denied
are they
at the very
doing?
end, right before he crossed. So close to the headshot. Bit by bit, he took them down, dragged them into his pit.
There is
7
no
years in the making,
way.
This team, this roster.
It's true. Davai and Alex come together 7 years ago. And, I mean, the man's still got it, you can tell. Sharp shooting inside this pit, and such a ballsy play to, you know, not
Show me the
peek
coach
again
reaction.
after that half was stuck, but
Yeah, Crystal. Crystal's like, what are we doing? Holy fuck, man.
I'd still be worried a little bit looking at
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
That round for GE, I think if I was Frost, you'd be looking at that and saying they've peaked 1 by 1. That could be awkward, but we don't have time to talk about that because there is a push happening here towards A. Hunter's Fury will slow it down.
Nice
PaperX,
pick
though,
from Yudo.
having dropped
Good
that
wall.
last round, are now really under some serious pressure. And
Good read from
11 is
Yudo.
brewing
Good
as well
shit.
for GE off the back of Yudotan's op.
Autumn's as well. Trying to cut them off on rotations alongside Pat.
Nice. Little double op round from GE.
It's not looking like it's going to go well for PaperX. Again, you're going to need a miracle round out of one of these two players, and it's not going to
Okay,
be Forsaken.
nicely
So
done.
Dabai essentially tasked with another 1v5. Obviously, it's a 1v4. He did pick up the only kill for this round for PaperX, so if he pulls it off, I'll be remiss not to call it a 1v5. He'll get in behind Autumn here if he keeps pushing, but the problem is he hasn't got the spike. He's got 45 seconds to get it, but even if he gets this freebie, he's still just got so much ground to cover.
Javi has a res.
Look how quickly they collapse on this.
1v6 possible?
Kind of crazy that they're putting the res into this round. I don't know about that. Is their money bad? I guess their money is bad. Okay, so it's an econ res. That's fine.
Nice round from Yudotan. Op in.
I forgot that they had lost 4 players in the previous round for no reason, so they need the econ res. Makes sense.
That just continues to put up roadblocks against PaperX, where if they don't...
Curious question, if someone is Taiwanese or Hong Kong, I think, is for sure China. Taiwan, I'm not sure.
Slow things down. Again, they're...
I've only seen Taiwanese players in China, so that might just be counted as their home region, but I don't really know.
just going to be running head first.
4 ultis available in this round, though, for PaperX, so they've got quite a lot to work with, and they're going to try to go, again, quite quickly towards A. Walls up there for Harvey, just trying to cut the site off, but he is really under the pump there.
Unlucky.
Good shots in from Envy with the Hunter's Fury. We'll trade that 1 for 1. Relay bolt through for
Good
Yudotan,
anti-Sage round.
Here into A main. Get in behind. It's made a lot of noise.
Okay.
And Envy has now been spotted out. Oh,
Okay.
dear, that's a little bit of a meal made. But GE still working their way back on.
The shorty. That play right there will not work in the next patch.
2v3. Somehow PaperX just stuck in the corner. They haven't got anywhere to go. They've been spotted out now by the drone as well. Wall will provide them a little bit of space to work, and they're waiting for a mistake to come through from GE, but there will not be one. Again, it's the
operators, the judge coming
good
back
defense
over as well. And that was always just
very good defense from GE on Breeze. They've been really fast. Interesting. And then Frost calls the timeout to give PaperX an extra timeout because he wants to close out the round. So what does he call? This better be.
It's been pretty darn good so far.
For a second, I thought that was Yeoman.
They really could possibly.
What does he call? Giving them an extra timeout is risky.
For the past 3 rounds.
What is the round that they call here? Wait, what? They call a timeout. When did he call the timeout here? Did he call it like midway through the freeze time?
PRX feels Jordan up to Yudotan, Autumn. They are to get GE timeout. Plan this site. It just
how much time is left when the timeout is over?
Play card. Miracle for this organized way. Pearl as foot. They've been out for the past 3.
Okay. So they only have a few seconds left when the timeout ends, which leads me to believe that Frost did not like what the call was, and so he called a timeout to change the call. Because, I was like, how do they call a timeout and then they're like scrambling to rotate at the end of the timeout? Like, you call a timeout, you should have a very set play, but I think this is probably an overcall from Frost to be like, hey, I don't like what you're calling right now.
3 rounds now. Wonder what the call is going to be from Alex, though, as you come into this one. Guardians, Judges, Spectre.
Wait, if one team calls a timeout, does the other team coach get to talk as well? Yeah. Anytime there's a timeout called, both coaches get to speak for a minute.
You really just play close range against a G that has the long-range weaponry.
Got to make it happen now. No chance.
Interesting.
To use these ultis.
G looks like they're kind of lost in this round. Like, they have 3 people in spawn.
In the next round, if it is the end of the map, so
I mean, I assume they're expecting some sort of Jing
Ready to
teleport
pull
play,
out
maybe?
Bladestorm early. This time taking a bit more of a reserved approach. I wonder if PaperX is just out of ideas. They've kind of tried fast, they've tried slow, they've tried B, they've tried A, they've tried mid. It's all not really working. Eventually they're going to pull the trigger once again over towards A, which is where Autumn is waiting with that operator.
Yeah, it's so intelligent.
Ooh.
Autumn either gets the first pick, or if not, he's just going full in retake.
Ooh, that was
they
close.
need that pick.
No connection.
Full retake
So,
here.
5 on 5 for the retake.
Yeah, PaperX doesn't have the guns.
It's going to be tough.
Meanwhile, G has
Not great
5 on 5.
post plant from PaperX, I will say. I think when you're playing post plant on A site, having somebody here is really, really important.
5 for the retake.
Yeah, PaperX doesn't have the guns. Meanwhile, G has held on to all this utility. Recons, slows, Unotan with the relay bolt, everything.
Oh, where's that come from?
Recons, slows, Unotan with the relay bolt, everything.
Oh, where's that come from? Forsaken's got no idea. He's just been picked out of nowhere by Autumn. And missed shots in from something as well. This is starting to get awkward for PaperX. Someone's got to step up. It'll be Envy and Jing for the moment that are starting to try to stabilize, but it's not
kills
enough.
2.
Envy gets one more, but he needs another 2, and he's only on 34 HP, and he's only got 2 bullets. Surely this is an impossible clutch. There's one, but he's run out of shots.
Oh my God.
Oh, we'll get it done.
It was not
Tonight will
clean,
be
but
BE.
hey, they will take that. They will
National
take that.
qualification in their first piece.
All right.
Pacific.
Let's go to
Was
Lotus.
quite possible, but I do want to slow myself down because Bilski does bring up a really bring back to mind that you have that play.
As timeout is just 1 minute, how do you even change player mindset? I mean, you have to be very, like, you have to be good at figuring out what is important to say. Some timeouts, I would say probably the majority of timeouts are used for tactical adjustments, where you call the timeout and you say, okay, guys, you know, I think that they're going to do this in the next round. Let's change our setup to this. Or in the next couple of rounds, I want you guys to focus on this aspect of the game because we're getting abused in middle. Or I want to make sure that you guys are starting to stack your ultimates so that we can do a big ult round to close out the game. Or we need to get an operator up, so make sure that somebody is saving for the op, and then I want the op to focus on controlling this line so that we can stack this part of the map. Those are the type of tactical adjustments that you might be making. And then sometimes you need to call a timeout to just be like, hey guys, your comms sound like shit. Everybody's panicking. Make sure that you're breathing in the middle of the round. I need you specifically to remind the team to breathe. And let's, you know, focus on just following the calls of this player, or let's make sure that we are having fun in the game. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Make sure that you guys are celebrating when we win. Like, these are the types of adjustments that you might be making. Usually it's going to be either tactical or mentality. Can we skip Lotus? Hell no.
The Valorant that we have learned to play, and let the chips fall as they may. It's all down to the adaptations mid-round, and you want to see how G...
Okay, comps. We've got Vice, say Sky versus Fade. Otherwise, oh, not a mirror. Okay, and then we've got solo duelist versus double duelist.
able to call it. It's been pretty exciting thus far, but right now, PaperX pushing all the way out middle.
Hello.
Okay, nice.
GE out of the gates, a strong Envy and something out of the picture immediately in the pistol, and GE is not making a mistake at all. They are locked in. They want to punch their ticket all the way to Masters.
Nice
That
shots.
is a brilliant...
The shots by
Good pistol.
PaperX. Because baiting themselves in towards GE's crosshairs is not the way to start.
No. See if GE
Okay,
can convert
anti-eco
on the pistol.
protocol.
They were
Do
able
they
to
have
in
it?
The last map. Pushing into a bit of a stack.
We talked
setup
about the
here.
anti-eco protocol on the last
Couple of
map.
flashes.
What's the anti-eco protocol here? They have Marshall. They've got Sheriff. Marshall has one extremity. Sheriff has the other extremity.
Pushing into a bit of a stack.
This is bad. These guys need to be just chilling. Playing anti-flash. You're playing against the Vice. You're playing against the Sky. Having both of them walk up here is a huge mistake. This is really, really bad from GE. Also, Patman walking up with a bulldog. Why is the Sheriff in the back? This is like really, really bad anti-eco protocol from GE. This should be the sheriff. They should have 2 people playing anti-flash, and then 1 person should be holding this.
Set up here. A couple of flashes to worry about as well, and they do connect. It is going to be something in Envy causing a little bit of a ruckus here. Another one
they deserve
Harvey,
to lose this round.
Recovers it well. That was scary for a second. We're back to 3-on-3, and in the meanwhile, by the way,
They deserve to lose this round playing like that.
There is a way out here for GE if they want it towards A.
Does GE just try to juggle his guns away? They actually don't. Still keeping an eye on it. And some damage found. Guns will be picked up though, and G trying to end up really quickly on the A site, but
The setup trap they did 4 or 5 times. I mean, yeah, their comp is like meant to do flash traps with, so makes sense.
Pretty progressed. Doesn't want to lose his head though, and
Oh
there
my god, it's a fucking
exactly
brutal
happen.
round.
All
Absolutely
down.
brutal
So a
round.
little bit more pressure on the shoulders of Crystal and Harvey, who look like they might want to take the fight forward. In fact, they'll end up just using some of that util to slow PaperX down, but there is a lot of time available for this retake. So PaperX can go slow, pick up a couple of weapons. Crystal delivers for 1, 2, and surely the swing through. Something deletes Crystal. It should be done already for GE. This is getting a little bit concerning. The 1v1
Oh
is
my god, bro.
won by something.
I would
Never
be
count this team
raging
out.
so
Forget what
hard if I
said
watched that round
in
as a
that
coach.
first round. It's just the fact that numbers. Autumn really unfair. PaperX as well.
Kind of going wrong for GE in that round.
I
Couple of
would be
moments that really
raging.
shifted. But just have to pick themselves up and run it back. They've got an investment here.
If GE ever plays the breach on this map, then they deserve to never win a game again.
It's not as if they can't fight for this round. Crystal has been given a rifle. We've got Udatan.
If you play breach on this map, I hope that you never win a game ever again for the rest of your career.
Looking to try and push
That's
his
my
way
opinion of
forward
breach
as
on
well.
Lotus.
Shotgun in hand, but held at bay for now by the dark cover. And Forsaken spams away at Udatan. So, doesn't look like GE
Why is
have
Javi
much success
running?
here. They
I
can
mean,
walk
he's
their way
panicking.
out of that smoke right into the setup of Divide.
Jesus.
But as soon as you house one,
Divide's been so.
Why is breach so bad on this map? Okay, this is one of the maps where information is like the most important resource in the game. It's one of the reasons why playing Killjoy is still somewhat acceptable. It's why you always want to play either a Sentinel or you need to be playing very aggressive on defense, because there's too many lanes to watch. Breach is like the only initiator with 0 informational utility, so playing Breach on this map is like hyper trolling. It's really quite bad.
Reinvestment again, of course, for GE. 5 rifles across the board. They're going to just keep trying to batter down this door that PaperX is holding on to at the moment. Strong mound control from PaperX to start this round off. It pushes GE away.
incredible synergy from the team, but at the same time, this costs.
Okay, Lotus protocol that GE should be doing against this setup. If a team is like hard holding C constantly like this, playing a bunch of traps, the answer is that you need to start defaulting B, and you need to collapse on mound from 2 angles through the door. That's how you deal with this shit. So you need to be pushing this guy off this line, probably smoking this off, opening the door, letting the people in B main take the first contact here, letting these guys swing out off that contact. And that's how you have to like reverse clear mound. You can't just brute force this, and you can't just walk up and eat flashes. So we'll see if they ever do that.
Key pieces of utility that could be strong for retakes. So GE happy to sit and wait, let that go off while they start to find some picks as PRX
Nice spot from Crystal.
extend.
Yeah, something just hunting for information there.
They can also do what they're doing in this round. This is also a pretty good adjustment. If you think that they're constantly trapping C, obviously creating pressure towards A to force the rotations is good too.
Crystal watching middle alongside Harvey, and now Envy's gone down as well. Again, kind of hunting for that information. PaperX are a little bit unsettled on this defense right now. It might come down to Forsaken solo holding on C. Gets the info.
Why do some teams pick defense instead of attack first half on Lotus? So that they can close out the map on their strong side, I suppose.
I mean, Jordan, don't PaperX
Or they're
look,
just very
look
confident in
quite
their defense.
fancy
They look a bit
now.
rattled, yeah.
You just have a little player, you know, setting off some trips and thorns out towards the A side, some players out towards C, just
Okay, this was a
poking
nice
their
round
heads
from
through
GE.
a little bit. They could go to the top of heaven. That they have vision in towards CT. This should just be a call to save.
I think it
It
might
was a
be.
nice round. The tree pressure was really good. Let's see what PaperX does to adjust to this.
Two players just individually pushing their way to them lose their life.
Of tempo.
I would assume, yeah, I was gonna say, I assume PaperX will do a better job controlling Rubble now because they don't want to just let the Viper walk out for free.
He slows things down. PaperX needs to go that extra step slower with the operators being brought out. But now trying to go back for that Rubble fight, as you called it.
Jing over the top,
kidding.
gets
Ooh.
himself one before he falls. Not sure that'll be too disappointing though for GE. They're still breaking open the defense with that pick.
Yeah, taking down Javi's a pretty big pickup. No more Nightfall for the upcoming round. Still though, corralling themselves all towards Tree.
Well, one by one.
Okay,
Work their
good
way in, and
trade.
again, a
Steel
1-4-1
Garden.
there for Invi.
Wait for the Steel Garden to pop. Nicely done.
Take further space away with that Vise.
This is also a good
as
round
well.
from
They
GE.
spike down
This is
further
nice.
setups, but they might not expect the ones from behind.
Well, it's all a question of what GE does here, and it looks like they're going to try to push their way forward. Patman taking some nice forward positioning. Yuratan missing that shot, forces something back away, dashing away. Slows things down again for
Just do
PaperX.
not give him
Yuratan happy to set himself
opportunities.
up on the line one more time. Span
Nice
through the
positioning by
cloud burst,
Yudo.
gets himself another, and
Very
sends
nice
Patman
post
up
plan
with
from
success.
GE.
The high
Hey, this was
low.
good. This was a good round.
And the slight timings, and it just works out so darn well right now.
Okay,
Three
again,
PaperX.
the A
Still
Rubble.
though,
GE's
not
like,
saved up.
let's
PaperX
see if you
tries
can
to go
stop
back
us.
through.
Ooh.
Something this time delivered.
PaperX. Still though, gun safe.
Yudo a little bit too fast. Gets spotted before the wall goes up.
Up. PaperX tries to go back through.
Nice pick by
This time
something.
delivering with the op to start the round off. There is a little bit of progression here.
They
though,
should
from
know that he's
Patman.
up there, although land
That
sound,
wall
maybe you
goes
don't
down.
hear it. No,
should
Patman
have
knows
a
for sure.
freebie, which he'll be happy to take.
That's good.
Paranoia forward through the door. Envy can't see much, but Patman does not push
And the
the
quick,
issue. He cops a
quick-ish
paranoia now
rotation to
as well.
see. What is GE afraid
It's
of
all getting
here?
a little bit messy, but
They
as
already
dust
know the
settles,
op
4v4
is A,
space
and they
still
saw
held
like
by
3
Patman.
people A. I don't know why they're so afraid to go C
He
here.
goes for the TP.
And that's a big TP. There is nobody on C.
They need to speed up. Hello, go, 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 go,
The
go.
wall will slow things down just a bit.
1, 2, 3, cross the wall.
Which
Oh
could
my
bring the
God, what are
rotations
they
quick
doing?
enough for PaperX to get back into this
Coordinate.
fight.
Speak to each other.
Much of a difference. Plan's going to go down. I mean, of course, the rotation will come through for PaperX, and they'll look for that retake. But GE are well set up in this post plan. Harvey's got the Nightfall as well to try to push them away if he wants to go for it, holding it.
But they're playing further back now. Jing would have to really slice up the site with his paint shells.
There's the Nightfall.
Okay, what's
Again,
the
that starts to
plan?
slow things down for PaperX, not to mention that kill onto
Good
Forsaken.
spam.
Jing will push his way forward, and Envy is in there as well for a frag. It is just one remaining, and Patman inside the
Yeah,
smoke.
I feel like GE is not making
The Nightfall was
plans
coming from PaperX. The
in
paint
some
shell
of these rounds.
play angle goes,
Bro, I
makes things
don't
really difficult.
understand why-
God, love it.
I don't understand.
Coach is crashing out.
What a cutoff. Would have loved to hear what we would have said after that. But here we go into round
Ouch.
number 7. Showstopper is a little bit too much for Autumn to deal with. A quick break into
Okay,
though
they
for
fast
GE.
reacted to
Taking space.
B.
That shield
I
will
don't
slow
love
them down, but
this.
Udatan has... He's kind of threaded the needle here a little bit. I wonder if PaperX are aware.
He might
It
not
feels
be.
like
Seeker's
I
gonna show it
assume
off
Frost is
now.
going to call
He wants
timeout after
something.
this round. Right now, it feels like GE is just letting PaperX tell them what to do. They're like, I was talking about on Breeze how it was really good that they were fast reacting, but this is like panic reacting. This is like, oh fuck, we died here. Okay, let's just go to the next easiest place. Oh shit, there's a wall here. Okay, what do we do next? They're not like consciously making decisions. They're basically just being like forced to do things and like trying to match PaperX's tempo in a
Continues
really
to
bad
put
way.
up a wall with that op.
Yeah, a bit of a nothing round in the end, unfortunately, for GE, unless there's a big recovery to be had here.
Yeah, they're getting owned here.
In case PaperX. Rubble fight. Which off of the timeout as well.
Yep. The timeout comes in, makes sense.
Never quite certain what PaperX is.
I don't know what I'd... Ops are...
Even want to think.
Okay, back to
Player
C.
seems pretty fun right now. Trying to play for these rounds. Operator shot.
Ooh, okay. I mean, this is a nice setup from PaperX, I'm not going to lie. They show the op, which oftentimes is alone, and then they have a flash trap behind the op.
Well, fast play outside of C for both teams, and Envy doubling down, but Autumn and Patman have the response, and it is a quick exchange. 2-on-2 is where we'll find ourselves something.
It's again like preempting from PaperX. They know, okay, if they see the op, they speed up into us, but we've got a flash trap behind that. It's a good round.
Something has to stay alive. He's heard the step.
He's backing away though, happy to play for the retake. The wall does get triggered. So GE will be aware, roughly speaking, of where Forsaken is coming from.
Yeah, trying to keep them interested while something repositions off elsewhere. But in all that time.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to deal with this double flash here. Basically, you just have to drill over and over and over into the players. Like, if we ever go C, we have to have somebody playing anti here and anti here, basically. Like, you have to have two people playing anti-flash every single time you go C. No matter what else you're doing, if you're going C, you have to have people anti-flash.
Pat can continue to push further on as well.
One enemy remaining.
That's not an ideal duel for Crystal. It gets a lot of damage down though onto Forsaken, and it's onto Patman again. And again and again, we tell him he has been the consistent force for this GE lineup. We asked for some clutches in the last map. Here's a chance for one.
Again, with not the best economy at times, but this round was just quite the big explosion. The exchange, as you called it, but flashes on both sides. And
just getting absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked by the double flash.
A bit again.
It's been an all-out brawl, really.
4 out towards
Ooh, that's really nice from Autumn. Just sort of missing a timing through the smoke and catching Forsaken off guard. Player advantage in this round for GE, but they are potentially walking into, again, a big setup outside of C here from PaperX.
A good pick from Autumn.
Unless you clear it somehow.
Prowler's not going to go quite deep enough.
Yeah, I mean, look at their protocol, man. They don't have a protocol. What are they doing? Play anti-flash. You're going C. You know that there's a Vice Flash here. I understand that, like, they get the pick here. They assume that PaperX is running this way, but you just... If you see if you see Vice Sky, you have to do the anti-flash protocol going C.
A bit concerned here for GE. Oh, and that's exactly why. Jing for the double, Davai and Envy to help out.
They're just getting wrecked by this.
As soon as that round, given his position.
Most something thing to sight.
Okay, 5-0. Going Rubble.
Big attempt outside of A this time. The Rubble fight not going well for GE. Something already chiming in with a double.
I mean, the calling from PaperX is good. Like, the way that they're responding to what GE is doing. But also, I feel like GE's reactions right now are so readable. Like, they... And pretty much it's all just coming down to the fact that they are not playing the C anti correctly. And so, like... They're getting fucked on C, so obviously the next thing they're going to do is try to brute force A. It's like the most obvious thing in the world. So PaperX goes and puts 4A, and they'd go shut down the Rubble control. So GE is making it extremely easy for PaperX to play defense. Again, if you're going to go C, anti-flash, or you have to do the B main Rubble collapse, or B main mound collapse. You can't do what GE is doing, which is just like trying to run it down C.
Flawless, and they go on through again. 3-2 split this time.
Toxin screen down.
No early fight to be had this time around. Again, forward positions being held both on A and on C for PaperX. It's going to take a lot of work for GE to get map control in this round.
Yeah, I really just want to slow things down. Work off of what you know. PaperX is going to extend at some point. Work off of the weaker utility that PaperX will find themselves with. Maybe closer towards the B site, but then again, that's where
Okay,
some of the
they go into B main. Are they just going to go B, though?
But they've kind of baited them out as well.
Okay, now they're doing the reverse Rubble. Or sorry, reverse mound. Reverse mound clear, but they get picked off. No?
pressure outside of C right now here for
Okay, so they did do this correctly. That's good.
PaperX to be concerned about.
There is an adjustment that they make.
And keen for it.
Unfortunately, they're going into the Steel Garden.
Invested as well. Forsaken holding on nicely. That is.
And you can just tell they're a little panicked. It does not look like they're super well drilled on this map. A lot of their reactions look like they are very uncomfortable.
Kind of rolling GE at this point.
Yeah.
Just fiery with Patman's throat, and he's just not them off. Spawns every time they try.
Javi said they didn't prep enough for Lotus. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Tried that entry. Even with the alts over on the C side, PaperX fend them off.
Oh, running back.
What was the veto on this? Let's see. They banned Fracture. Okay, so they didn't want to play Fracture. I mean, I guess that's fine.
On behalf here, as GE will try and salvage something. Again, it'll try to be towards that C site. Autumn causing a bit of a ruckus over towards A, keeping at least something honest. Shearwall hasn't been broken yet either. Udatan maybe having a bit of a look for it. Oh, there's just nothing
yeah,
in this at
they
all
look
for GE.
really rough on this attack side. Holy fuck, that is
again
bad.
by PaperX. They barely even get to shoot
That
back.
is so bad.
Mindset.
Okay.
You're thinking this
That is rough.
looking this good, something, you know, we got
I wouldn't want to get too supposed Pearl. So even if this is not going to come together for GE on this map, which it doesn't look like it will, you still try to take some positives away from the situation. See if they can at least cause a bit of a ruckus, make PaperX work for this map, or if it will be an easy cleanup. I think it might be the latter, as Davai and Jing just find like it's going to be happy days at all.
You have to kind of maybe set some sounds towards the door. Okay.
Ooh, hang on, Forsaken almost gives away his life there. Obviously, Davai does give away his life.
There's a chance.
Maybe there's still something in this one for GE. Udatan on the cross, cops a lot of damage, but Autumn helps him out with a headshot onto Envy now.
Nice
Crystal
retake, good shots.
As well. Wait just a minute, GE
Good
are
trades.
still coming back into the swing of things. They don't know where Jing is though, and he's pretty healthy.
Ooh.
1v1, Jing can't get it done.
That was a good pistol. Good recovery on the pistol.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's the end.
That's my question as well, but I'm just not allowed to say that because I have to be professional.
Oof.
Davai though, good start there onto Patman.
Marshals.
Might not be done just yet here for GE. They feel like they're back in it. Autumn certainly.
Good.
One that
Wait,
is a
hello.
proponent of
Relax.
clutching the last
Relax.
round, pulling back
You guys
those
are
2
good.
kills in this.
You have numbers advantage.
And we're back to
Make
4 on 3.
them
That
come
starts
to the site.
Lower the blood
Make them
pressure a
come to
little
the
bit for
site.
GE.
PaperX though, still in this fight.
Really dangerous round.
Play with.
Outlaw, Marshall, Bandit. Autumn is super dead here.
Round the corner here. Not landing a
big
whole lot
whiff.
just yet, and
What are we doing?
that is making it difficult for PaperX to have any inroads.
Autumn is super dead
This
here,
is some
right?
damage down.
Surely he
Autumn
dies,
wants
yeah.
to get back out to safety, but can't escape through
Like, there's
the
no
orb.
way. There's no way he's surviving
Scary
this
now.
situation.
I can't believe that worked. They just dragged GE into a firefight. It's aim duels, and the Marshals kind of have it with very careful counter strafes. Oh god, Autumn.
Oh
Come on,
dear.
Crystal.
Something just getting his timing off there as Crystal hears him essentially elephant
30
feeding it
seconds left.
around through middle.
Yeah, always needing to get that spike down at the end of the day, and that's going to be quite the advantage for GE to play with.
Dark Cover's a bit of a tell though. GE on their way back towards A. 15 seconds, they are going to be able to challenge this even before the spike
Okay,
plan.
nice.
So Crystal finishes.
Playing off of
Good
well,
cleanup.
that Crystal.
It's always scary against PaperX.
That's what
It's
you would
always
think, but you
scary.
have to be professional.
We always do. We try.
Okay, tree set up
Well,
for the
Jing
Vice.
just goes this time, and that'll be the end of Patman. So immediately PaperX in on the offense. They haven't committed to this C push just yet, and that's a good thing. Door gets opened up, and
It's a decent reaction from GE, but
Paranoia as well, pushing the extra player away. Udatan is done.
they don't
so,
have good guns for this round.
And Autumn not quite cleared, but eventually.
Okay.
And timers. Which would be
Bonus
nice, otherwise
not
you just
converted
die
from
and get
GE.
ultimate
Sounds about right.
up to
10 to 5. First gun round. What's the defense setup?
Where G needs to keep their heads screwed on as well. 5-10. We still have Pearl in the over the horizon.
Watch Alex's reaction. I don't really care.
PaperX
I've seen Alex Malding like
out of rubble for now.
200 times now.
Happy to hold on to that space.
It's funny, but I don't really care that much.
PaperX does kind of slow things
You
down.
guys are masochists. You just want to see coaches suffer, huh?
Bit of a prowler out towards A main. Will
This one is uncensored. Fine.
Vin
Is it
check
right
towards the
here?
back as well, where G unfortunately, kind of feed into them. And by that point, it's just numbers advantage with every single duel being won out. And that's kind of where
The previous round? Fuck, guys. You're making me go all the way back.
Crystal finds at the end with that Spectre. Kind of brings things back.
That's another stack.
Surprise, but nonetheless, a full advantage. Have Pearl in the over the horizon.
Early smoke out. We'll keep PaperX at bay. Out of rubble for now. It's a good setup for GE. Happy to hold on to that.
PaperX does kind of slow things down as well. At the same time, this is a very clear retake setup for GE.
I mean,
Crystal has
it's unfortunate that Alex has gotten this reputation. I mean, it's gotten him a lot of fans and probably made PaperX a bunch of money, but now they catch all of his reactions. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of coaches that talk exactly like that in the booth.
He's giving up so much space up front of C.
There's a lot of coaches that are just like Alex in the booth, and they don't get nearly as much screen time.
Everyone just pivots across. Unless somehow Devi on the lurk finds more damage, this still has G written over the round.
I mean, PaperX are out nicely. You're right in saying that this is very clearly a retake setup.
They're afraid of Jing's rocket, and so they're playing super far back. I don't like this.
Plant is going down.
Like, they're just going to retake into a rocket?
Fight to GE, and that turns out to be a mistake.
This is bad.
A little bit overzealous.
Terrible Steel Garden.
It's a defensive Steel Garden as well that's going to push PaperX back away into the back
Yeah,
of
I mean,
side.
now you're just retaking into a rocket. Like, you're never going to win this round. I think the plan for this round was trash.
And comes back through. GE fans, give us your salty tears because this is going to be PaperX's to take.
Certainly seems that way. Crystal, we'll see if he has anything to say about it, but no connections. So he'll be rolled over. And Devi happy to take the 2-on-1 is potentially a little bit overzealous from him, to be fair. Not sure that was necessary.
Creeping up behind as well. Playing around smokes, Pat.
Yeah, GE just has no answers. They have no answers to PaperX's attack, unfortunately.
Pretty comfortable.
I feel like their plans are also not very good so far.
Pretty comfortable affair on the map, to be fair.
That swing. Every angle that PaperX is taking right now, they're always so ready to shoot.
Okay. Go next round.
Really, really tough, but it is still GE, and they are going to be quite capable. Ultimates in their pockets, and they could
That's not very fun.
Try to find some way around it, but PaperX just has been quite, I don't know, streamlined on the attack. Plant, getting good reads. Now it's something with the operator. Ooh. Hang on.
It's a better start there from Patman. GE are not going to give up this fight easily. Devi does a good job of pulling out that Vice util on B.
Autumn going to be the main obstacle, though.
This setup is pretty nice from GE.
A few opportunities here for Yutatan. Not being converted eventually does get the better of Devi. Luckily, just in time to escape as well. Come back onto the line with an operator. Misses that shot. And continuing to put in the work, GE.
Okay. They get one round. They get one round. Nice job.
Just one gun.
that requirement.
Not truly a believer yet. PaperX kind of broke though, but it's still the Blade Storm, and they're looking to launch an assault.
Yeah, they're not being too quiet about it, and they're certainly not being too slow about it either. Udaturn happy though with that
And
door
they shift the
open
Viper over to B. 3 players at A. I want this pick here, but PaperX is super aware. They definitely heard the door get broken.
The info. The Seekers as well, trying to really dig out the positioning of GE on this site. Patman will be
Patman.
really
That flash was crazy.
The positioning of GE on this site. Patman will be deleted. 2 entries for PaperX, but the response is swift from Udaturn, who's got that overdrive on lock.
Needs some help.
Shots from something, and Udaturn
doesn't commit to it.
Plant down.
Maybe a good decision, but
reposition around it though.
Gonna be hard now.
We've seen this work out so well for them before.
You're going into the Raise rocket again. There's no way.
Important, I think, for Crystal in making his location known. Jing hunting with that showstopper. Hasn't found anybody behind that wall. Nicely done from GE, but they're still not able to survive. Udaturn down, something picking that one up. Envy as well, finding Autumn and Crystal.
Okay, we can go next map.
Just really slow and unfortunate for Udaturn, but nonetheless.
To run through that wall and the Razor Vine, so it's all about who wants it more for me. The winner of this goes to Masters.
For Masters.
Battle of usurpers of the Kings, potentially. We'll have to find out whether or not that will be the case. Is it fair to say the last one spot through?
Okay. Nothing changed, really?
To London from Pacific.
Big stakes, big responsibility as well, and PaperX looking to march their soldiers down, possibly into A main. Very big, juicy alt orb in this position. We saw it yesterday. How many times?
2 players in spawn, ready to react. Heavy middle.
This time around, though, different approach up the gut.
Heavy middle.
Just to be able to pivot towards either site at a moment's notice. PaperX, however,
spotting B, early spotting A.
Yeah, PaperX just giving them
and then reacting off of both pieces of KJ util. Looking quickly have 4 on one site.
What PaperX are up to. That Prowler won't spot too much out. Patman keen to have a bit of a peek there. Wisely not opting to go for the orb. I think he would have been run down had he tried, but PaperX might be stopped in their tracks outside of A right here. Smoke goes up and they are to go through it.
The fast rotation is nice.
You got the alt point now, and you can go all the way back into the B site, and that's exactly the game that has
and
been
the
played.
insta rotate from
mastered full tempo being played by Breeze,
GE.
by Global on Breeze.
This is good. This is very nice. Ooh, they're second guessing themselves.
And they look to launch themselves.
They're second guessing themselves. They had the read correct.
He's got 5 PaperX.
Did they throw utility at A? Did Devi make noise?
On Breeze, Mat 1, mastered full tempo.
Why did they second guess themselves here?
And they look to launch themselves down.
I mean, Javi should be hearing them.
Oh, Javi's going to need a bit of help here. He's got 5 PaperX players headed in his direction and just gets deleted straight off the bat by Envy. There was nobody there to help him out. Udaturn's been spotted as well in the back hall. Here comes the flood though through for GE, and the response is quick. Crystal and Autumn.
Nice. Good committed flood. The whole plan was to flood the entire round.
This is impossible, surely.
So they needed to just like full commit to that.
It
was good.
The double, actually, as it were.
Good round from GE.
Gotta make sure you don't drop.
Okay, 3-person fighting for A. They know that PaperX probably wants to farm orbs on their eco round.
This is a similar situation to
And
what we
deny
saw
the
for
orb,
them
get
in
it
the
for their
map.
own Phoenix.
And they
Makes
just kind of
sense.
fumble against the second round. It's not that much of an investment, obviously, for PaperX.
They leave Udaturn on the line with a Marshall. This is
here,
good.
from Davai with
I don't love the buy from GE. Interesting. They're doing a very, very like low buy for this round on defense.
Could really be the difference maker.
At least A-main presence, quite notable. Hiding around it, spotting out PaperX players, maybe finding.
Okay, PaperX is going to be a little bit afraid to go.
Get more players rotating.
This is decent response from Udo. Doesn't give up his life too easily.
PaperX, they'll be happy if they at least get
Low buy has to brute force the smoke with very little utility.
Rotate over to AGE. 3 players on this
Good
side.
early rotation. Udo needs to hit a shot. Come on, young blood.
PaperX
Come on, brother.
holding for now. Forsaken will be the benefactor of a bullet to the head, and Patman doubling down. Very much wanting to see a little bit more out of Patman in this series. That was a big narrative that was built at the start of the day and reinforced on the
Good coverage overall.
Or 4 hours. Get that extra step further. Yep. PaperX though, now with the guns in, maybe starting to get the rush over onto A site.
Oh, they got wrecked.
Yeah, fast take outside of A, but I'm not sure they're going to be allowed into A itself.
Jing actually took quite a bit of damage. Okay, run it back is online.
Sheriff. Shots fired across. PaperX never had any intention of selling there.
Lucky Guardian Phantom. So GE investing quite a bit in this round.
Still though, what's that read from GE going to be? Javi peeks his head across and he might.
I mean, he's playing so aggressively on this Astra.
And he's out.
Damn.
Smoked off as well. So
That's
maybe
impressive.
some rotations brought over. And you
Insta re-clear by Fade on A. Good push out from Crystal. They're going to stack B
Still might be able to fast
correctly.
and that
Oh, wait, not Crystal. Sorry, Patman.
could be bonus on the card.
Patman's playing the Fade, not Crystal.
Left.
Yeah, it's another good read for GE. They've got the forces in this direction. Yurutan needs a big
Nice.
start, and he gets it onto Jing. Trouble is, Jing's still alive, and Forsaken's found a 2K on the entry. So once again, it's worked out.
Yeah, they had the
okay
stack
for
correct,
PaperX.
but
Autumn will
got
try to
kind of
spoil
owned
them
on the
with a
entries.
curveball as he dashes his way out onto the site, but to no avail. We'll have another chance at it, and Batman
Okay.
also chiming in the
2v2.
meanwhile. Now the 1v2 required. Autumn hit a nice flash there, but doesn't capitalize on it. Jing will fall.
Okay.
1v1.
Not
Autumn could do it
coordinated
again.
swing from
Forsaken
PaperX.
is in the back halls, not spotted. Now seen, tap on the defuse. Time of the essence
close.
for Autumn.
Pretty good round from GE, but
Crosshair.
maybe should have won that.
Despite the right reads from GE. The next round comes up and they'll be able to buy back in. Outlaw could go huge.
Okay, again, the A denial from GE, farming the orb. Devi looking for an opportunity.
Devi, not sure you want to go through that. Three
It
players
was a
on
nice
the other
idea from
side.
PaperX,
It's not a happy finish.
but good awareness from GE.
Therefore, Devi.
And then they're going to insta-rotate to B. They've got the Neon going first. Pretty good understanding by GE of playing weak side until their players get here.
Full flashes. Just no real smokes at the moment. They could be going pretty soon. Especially with Yudotan.
They have player advantage, so they just group up
Nice
as
flashes out here
5.
from Autumn as well, the angles.
No commitment, though. Are they expecting some sort of counter utility? I guess maybe expecting the C's to come through.
Those curveballs to do some real work. There's a fast flank coming through for PaperX as well, so GE need to be clean on this entry, and so far,
it's getting a little sketchy.
But 2 for 2 is definitely a factor, but Forsaken will come into play on that flank, bring it back to the 2-4-1. What? That's an early investment from Patman, which was very nearly required in the end.
That is a
It was
big trade from
down to the
Crystal. If they lose that round, who knows what happens.
And then Autumn and everyone else just waterfalls off of that fact. So next round comes up now, and PaperX
4-1-B long. What a read from GE. They know PaperX is just going to brute force B here.
time with things.
GE poison, waiting for this push. It's a perfect setup.
What
and
a read
PaperX
from
have walked
them.
right into that. They get deleted. Forsaken, the lone survivor.
This has to
tries
be
go-
just a pure anti-read of like, if they lose a couple rounds in a row, they just 5-0 B.
Scurrying away, but
Really puts things into perspective of how the rest of the core, because we've seen rounds like this before. Push all the way, which is very clear. Tried to launch that themselves in, which is a very clear trap, and Alex is causing an earthquake.
Let's go 1-3-1 into flank
Correct
is the
swords.
call. Let's see if they change that or whether they stick with the call.
But what paper?
PaperX won't be happy down 4-1, but it is a
They are not 1-3-1ing into flank.
recoverable
looks like the call was changed.
map, that's for sure. Alex is still molding.
Neon B, I think, Atlo. Dimple in Molly. And Fed. Ready, guys?
Yeah,
Ready?
ready,
3, 2, 1. Pick. Aspect for Neon there, okay? With Atlo. Astra, let's go. Charge, Go, go, go.
Molly left.
All right, it's pretty clear. force the outlaw off of the line and set yourselves up around the site, but know that G is going to be retaking pretty darn soon, so the post-plant positions are key.
Yeah, they do have Crystal's ult for
This is the best
retake.
looking round for PaperX so far. They've got in.
They need to get the Killjoy up to here, right? Otherwise, there's like no value from this retake ult. They also have Cosmic. I mean,
They've got a
PaperX should
5-on-5
win this round.
post
They
plan.
have so much ult power here.
GE completely out of the sight at the moment.
I think you got to cross. Yeah, you got to cross to get to this corner. Okay, good.
Lockdown certainly going to push PaperX away.
Wow, they're actually drawing them in.
Then what is the plan? Does PaperX do Cosmic like this? I think this ult from Envy is bad. I think they need to wait on this ult.
There's that Nightfall as you expected, and PaperX capitalizing on that timing. Something is going to get detained, and he's going to be a freebie for Yuratan, but the rest of the force is still in play here for PaperX. Jing taken out of run it back, and the force is pushing their way forward here for GE. Just get deleted, defuse, not even half just yet. PaperX look like they're going to walk away with the victory in this round.
Just too many ults to deal with.
For the threat right now, himself up in 4 position.
Honestly, decent plan from GE.
Send off with the flashes alongside Yuratan, and it makes things so dicey still for PaperX. You turn over to the next round and back over to A main control. And it's just Pat just trying to play footsie with PaperX.
Well, I don't know if I'd want to be playing footsie with an op. This is a cheeky off angle though for Patman. And he gets what he wants. He gets
Nice
even
kills
more.
from Patman.
No way, he
Huge.
should be getting 2 from there.
Huge round.
For a little bit more. Prowler out to see if there's anybody
Get
else.
the
Jing
fuck
around
out of
the
there,
corner here with
bro.
the curveball. He's crashed himself.
You're a psycho.
Oh, dear.
You are a psycho.
Oh, Patman on for the ace.
Bro.
This could be it. The return of
What
the
the
Pat
fuck
is
is that?
rained on by Forsaken.
How does he get 4 players
One
there?
more. It's not possible.
He's still
That should not be happening.
First of all, there was an outlaw on the other side. More players to try and swing, or at least trade off of it as well, but he still lands a shot. Doesn't fully dodge the flash. We can just see how locked in he is.
I mean, Jing flashed his teammate there, right?
Suddenly, you know, now. A main control has always been quite a big factor for both sides, where meanwhile, PaperX, call's gonna be, their buy is not too great this round either.
Okay. PaperX has had very little success B long without ults. They've had very little success A main. Where is PaperX going to go? They're going to go art.
Yep. Just the 3 rifles through. Might still be enough for PaperX, though. Something's got the Blade Storm ripped out as well. So he'll still be a key factor. And Dubai's been pretty nutty with the Sheriff. To try and clear a bit of space out himself. I think what's important to consider here for GE as well is that this is where it really starts to feel like it gets real, right? They've
Look how many people GE has in middle.
Going well
For both
but
sides.
It's 5-2 now in the 3rd map. London on the line, and this is where the nerves, this is where the pressure really starts to build on even a team like GE when they're ahead. So can they keep their cool? And if they can, it looks like they can beat PaperX today. There's no doubt about that.
Well, pressure can forge diamonds, but for the other side, it could crack you as well.
Yuratan pushed away by the flash. Similarly, though, PaperX slow on their entry.
Oh, that's
Something
scary.
Gets away with
Don't
a
let
nice
this
one
round slip
onto
away.
Yuratan, and that is the opener that PaperX have been looking
That is
for.
a scary
Different
thing
approach
to
this
happen
time.
to start the
Slowly
round.
Middle breakdown GE setups, and that gives them, you know, less information to work off of. GE then would be forced to try to worry about different sides a little bit more, but right now, maybe guessing correctly, Javi hears footsteps up B long. The rotations are good.
Yeah, there's a lot of players there, but the Cosmic Divide is going to cut this site in half. Nightfall slows things down for PaperX. Harvey through the smoke gets himself 1. Looking for more.
Oh my god, it's a mess.
Cleans it up
It's
with the
just
Sheriff, but
chaos.
Time is really problematic here for PaperX. They're going to try and
It's
push
just
that
chaos.
plan down. It will
Oh
not
my
be
god, he goes
denied.
through.
Autumn with the run it back through gets a little bit of room, gets a little bit of info, and GE are
Okay, the
fighting their
spam
way
is
back
good.
into the site. It's just Jing in the 1v3. Can't get it done.
Total chaos round.
And now
Lots of ults go in. PaperX put in Steel Garden and Blade Storm and Cosmic Divide into an eco round and
off
lost.
of low HP PaperX, unfortunately, trick it down bit by bit. This, unfortunately,
It's a lot of ults
is
for an
still
eco round.
relatively early on, but
A lot of
only
ults for an
imagine
Eco
what it
round to
feels
lose
like
it.
to be in PaperX's seats right now.
GE fans in the audience are counting down the rounds. 7 to go. Where is PaperX? Are they going to turn up here on Pearl?
Through middle once again.
I mean, they're doing a very good job denying these orbs to Jing. A huge amount of PaperX's success is snowballing with the Phoenix, and they're doing a really good job denying the orbs and aim-in.
Awkward fight, but Harvey having it handled and substandard weaponry not doing.
You can also just see, like, pretty much everywhere that PaperX has gone, GE has been bringing numbers. Like, this is something that I remember talking about a lot last year when I was, like, anteing PaperX, is, like, PaperX is going to have numbers at most of their fights because they like to play with just, like, if there's action, everybody goes to the action. And so if you want to fight them, you need to bring numbers because they're going to bring numbers. And if you don't bring numbers, you're just putting yourself in a bad situation. So, like, they want to fight middle, they're bringing 4 or 5 people to middle. They want to fight A main, they've got 4 people A. They want to fight B, they're bringing 4 people B. This is just a good understanding of how you have to play against PaperX by GE.
I almost feel like I can't breathe watching some of these rounds. I mean, they tried, but this is such a smart call from Javi. You take A main as a team. And that's always going to be an extra factor. If PaperX does decide to take it somehow on A site, you always have an extra angle to
And
work
they've got Cosmic and
site
Overdrive for the retake.
PaperX does step through. They're always going to be working against the back foot once more. Numbers, disadvantage.
They still think that they could be here, but Crystal's going to relay the information. They're coming B.
Close by, and he can always go for an early
Allow
pick.
them to speed up. They're all going to go
Rest
through
of
this
GE,
together.
Big flank.
Need to clear a window.
It's a slow flank.
Yeah, but with all
Crystal
4,
just needs to play his life.
It's going to take a lot of time for them to get into retake position here, so it's incredibly important that Crystal does not go down. He survives against Jing. And
Really
doubles
good
down
play
onto
from Crystal.
Envy, so that will pretty much seal the deal. Davai needs a miracle right here with the Sheriff in hand. One shot onto Crystal, but not given the chance
Very
of
good.
another.
This is one thing I will say is, like, I think Crystal has finally understood this year. He's done a much better job of playing his life on the weak side of the map. Like, he's a player that really trusts his own aim, and he's very liable to get caught trying to, like, get extra value. But I feel like this year in particular, especially in stage 1, I've seen him play, like, really, really, really safe and punish teams that are over pushing into him instead of just taking a duel and dying.
play it now.
Not that deep, I mean. One mid.
What was my experience with Platoon? I mean, there was a reason I picked him to be my analyst last year, my assistant coach. I think he's really smart.
Flash. Mid, guys, 3 mid. Get ready.
And I told GE that I wanted him to be on the team this year.
Stopping doors, okay? Cool. I'll go with you guys. They know we have A. I'm just gonna fight you guys. Get ready for them to fight.
Oh, this is so smart.
Again, look at GE. 4 players ready to fight.
Suddenly into
They're basically just
big
like
trap
4-1-ing
setup,
every
PaperX.
round on defense.
At least they avoid it for the time being.
GE had a very good read. You could see they said there's 3 mid. Ready for the fight if it came. It didn't in the end, and now they're going to start to have a little bit of a look on that timing. PaperX, meanwhile, making their way toward B. But info is coming through thick and fast for GE, so they should be quick on the rotate. I'm not sure that they'll be quite there in time to try to defend the site, but Yutatan gets out with the fast lane. That provides a bit of space for Harvey, who instantly dies.
Ooh, they
and
get
brought him down
wrecked.
as well. PaperX have...
The rotations
found
were
the
good.
round
They
they've
get
been
4
looking
players here to
for
fight,
the
but they just
longest
get
of
wrecked
time.
in the fights. Sometimes it happens.
And then there was Crystal.
They were also a little bit slow,
who's unfortunately
and they
another
had heavy
emotional,
numbers coming through street,
well,
which is not great.
You called it. They've been looking for this. And somehow, it's the fact that they do it by just sheer aggression, willpower, just bulldozing through the site. Javi slowed them down, in fact. He
Okay, this round's over.
hard that they do have, but at round 11, you don't have that many options left. Unless you're somehow going to work off of breaking the initial trip setups that G might have, find some kind of a round reset, bait out more pieces of utility, and then slowly go for an approach, but that doesn't tend to be PaperX's thing.
I like this push from GE, again being proactive on the defensive side. They take so much space outside of B, that's going to relieve all of the pressure on that B defense, and they can start to reinforce elsewhere. Yutatan though, awkward positioning.
Little bit of a rough timing there, maybe a little bit of an overpush. They didn't really have any sense that PaperX was anywhere on the map, and he's just solo walking up. I don't like that.
Precisely that. G starts to get a little bit unsettled. They want that extra bit of information, but at least they still have ultimates. Automatos running back could be a big point.
Balls up. Try and slow things down. Something
good
not
position from
expected.
Crystal
on the off angle. That's a good recovery from.
Okay, that means that they have Killjoy ult. They've got 3 ults for retake. They should win this round now in a 4v4.
So we are back to 4-on-4, but PaperX have now got the site.
Oh, could be a fast flood.
There's a lot of retake util ultimate abilities available for GE. There's the lockdown.
Not the best lockdown.
Tries to reposition. Spamming through that smoke, won't find anything either. Will.
Oh, the reflank comes in.
Couple of picks back on from Divide. Defuse tapped. It's
But
2v2. There's a Cosmic Divide up that Batman will ignore.
This is nice.
And go straight through onto Forsaken. Surely now
too
it is
far.
done. Divide is so far away. And the defuse being stuck. Batman will get it
they
done.
do have to put every single one of their ults into this,
Back through.
but it works. You take that. You're at the end of the half. You can put as many ults as you want into a round.
Just unfortunately not able to come back towards the end there. PaperX once again trudges forward through middle, but Pat wants
Okay, Nightfall, Iron, or Steel Garden. PRX again, just continuing to deny the orbs to Jing. Not that it really matters at this point.
Dealt with initially.
Look at how the duelists are moving on G's side. Now instantly in range for the retake.
Side very much on offer here for PaperX as they try to push their way forward. Nightfall going to push a couple
tags
of players away.
3, I think.
The plan should still be secured here for PaperX in just a minute. Flash around the corner. In fact, actually, GE are going to fight for it. No plan available for PaperX. Their own Nightfall pushing GE back away. So it is just a massive
sketchy round.
Back and forth.
5v5 retake. They've already used their Nightfall.
Now just hold off of it.
GE gonna be quick on the retake attempt here.
Okay, PaperX playing pretty passively here. They're gonna go for the flank with Jing. I don't know about this. I feel like they let GE back into the site too easily.
To deliver one. Flank is coming through for PaperX as well. GE will have to move quickly here to try and move their way into Art. Forsaken has that closed down, locked in. Jing from behind.
I don't think this Cosmic Divide is gonna do anything. Yeah,
now
I think that was like a pretty bad post plant from PaperX. They kind of just let them walk into the site without any resistance.
This is going to be so frustrating for the coach.
Unless somehow Frost calls a timeout.
Okay, huge pistol round.
But that might not be likely. Okay, 1-2-2 with 4 in towards middle. A-main was always going to be big. Devi has a pretty shallow sheer wall alongside some thorns on the site. Buy some time.
Pistol round would be huge.
Big mid control from PaperX. They can hear the turret on the other side of the wall, I assume.
The wall is triggered. It does push GE away.
Which means that Killjoy has to be with them, so it's going to be a 5-0. So they're just going to bring all their players to A.
Because right now, the full rotate pretty much has come through. Got something spotting mid.
No, the shot's not too bad. Envy only has one prowler left, so on the
sheer
right
wall
time,
baited.
Clear out a main with it,
now
or
what?
at least for something. Something has to stay alive, man.
Now what?
He's on a pretty safe line for the moment.
Going back in towards Art. Jeez.
Now they're gonna go poke Art.
Double pump on A.
No.
Or wrap back over to B.
Oh, mid round happening. We're going
Careful
B.
call, nonetheless. Does something hear anything? It doesn't seem like.
Sounds like he didn't hear those footsteps. Probably land sound. Okay, they go get the orb. If the orb is there, that means that there's probably nobody B.
And they're into the
They
site.
speed up into B. It's a good read.
We'll have to play for the retake.
At least try for it there. Very
PaperX
close.
here to flood.
But look at the space being taken by GE. Ooh.
Ooh, I don't like this push.
Something, 2 taps, 2 kills. Exactly what you want to
Not-
see for
not
a
a good
recovery
push
effort
there,
here
I
for
don't think.
PaperX. That is a clean looking pistol so far. Yutatan will try his best.
Woohoo!
And his best.
And near
Mr. Udo looking clean.
full. This translates.
Confidence settler maybe.
Both sides needing to stay cool and calm.
Okay, 3-1-1.
Outlaws big.
Trying to get the... Okay, they do get the Phoenix Orb.
Calling from
Nice.
Javi. They smoke it off and instantly that's extra information. Now
That's
just try to
good.
pivot back over maybe towards middle where Batman's really close by. Sheer wall though.
Can I comment on the defending side calling? I mean, you can just go watch all the
Extra information
analysis
for
that I
Paper
just
Rex.
did.
Continuing to scout out towards it as well. Trying to set up roadblocks wherever GE ends up. But with 2 players only on towards the A side, I do get a little bit worried.
Patman's gone down in middle though, so wouldn't be too big of a problem here for Paper X. Like you say, a couple of players to hold on to this site. Unitan's good for 1, but no more than that. Jing unable to deny the plan, but
Okay.
Belong at somewhere.
Pretty simple anti-eco for Paper X. Big round here. Paper X has an Outlaw and a Sheriff and a Guardian. Can definitely do some damage. Jing has run it back. Alright, this is a very scary round for
Numbers game
GE.
would be a huge factor for on B long for Paper X.
definitely a good setup. GE looking to head in that direction. Shots missing for something so far. So GE will be able to filter into that space relatively unscathed. Udotan does get
Something gets a
dropped
pick
in
with
the
the Outlaw.
meanwhile.
Yep, scary
It's
round.
called
That's a
cancel.
gun to
Paper
pick
X
up.
already rotating off of that fact as
Ooh.
well.
Alright, he's not going to go get it. Yeah, doesn't have time to go get the
Fast
rifle
rotate
now.
for both teams here. It doesn't look like GE is going to be beating Paper X over to A, particularly with
yeah.
that wall up.
Well, that fight to die. Nothing though.
Everywhere that he needs to be at the moment.
Oops, didn't mean to fast forward there. Yeah, this is the Paper X Classic. They've got a scope. They're just going to chip down a bunch of players. You cannot get poked to death by this team
Or not.
on your first gun
Incredible
round.
rotations. Now, Divide just continuing to slow it down with more utility. Everyone rotating in.
It's a full rotate for Paper X. They've read this round incredibly well.
Autumn on the run it back though.
Yeah.
Do they put the run it back into this round? I think they kind of have to at this
GE
point.
to make up
Yeah.
for that deficit. Goes through again.
That was
no
close.
real connection. Run it back.
Okay, they
has
do get value.
succeeded
Divide
onto
probably
Divide. There's still
shouldn't
a
be
chance for
doing
some
that.
more here for Autumn as well in the round as the plant does go down.
Probably
Paper X will now
should
need
not
to
be
set
taking a
themselves for
1v4
the
on
retake,
site.
which they don't have a whole lot of util available for. A couple of cloudbursts maybe to try to get them in and sneak away some space, but realistically speaking, it all comes down to the shots here for Paper X, and they are just not finding many so far. Harvey and
Yeah,
Autumn
nice
good for a
nice little
couple,
give and go
and then
between the
on
two
alternative angle,
sides of
and
A.
Paper X are not getting through this round. First
Good
gun round
post
of the
plant. Good post plant.
Where pressure.
Any comments on your previous message? Crystal is like a natural Sentinel player. Last year too, he was playing good at Deadlock. Yeah, I know.
He sends it. Now you've got Boy.
It was a discussion that we had last year is whether he should play Sentinel instead of Initiator, because I thought that his play style was very Sentinel based. It was like he was much more of like a last person in lurking type of player than front of the pack Initiator. So it's something that I talked about with him, with Platoon, with MCE last year.
Push past the opening line.
So it makes sense they've slotted him into
And that's where
the
G
Sentinel
managed to set
spot.
up by Stair.
And it was actually also something that he himself brought up a couple of times, that like he specifically wanted to play Deadlock, and he was super open to playing Sentinel as well.
Now
So I definitely don't want to take like full credit for that.
you've got bigger guns coming back in.
Hey, Art, new Art, guys. Hey, fight Art. Can you fight, Jay? Yeah, flash up. Flashing. I smoke it. They went back, guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely proud of the boys. Like I'm very happy for Crystal and Yudo and Platoon.
The win sitting on
I'm
the
happy
edge there,
for,
trying to control middle to the best of their ability
the
right
Org
now.
as
Judge
well.
would be pretty good.
For
But
sure.
A main, Pat is close by.
Not opting to take that peek. Cheeky peek on a cheeky timing. It would be a bold choice, particularly when you know there's likely to be an operator somewhere on the map.
Hey,
can
fairly
obviously tell
passive
which
from
one it's
Paper X. They keep losing A main control.
Oh, Envy, he's going to spot. No shortage of the GE players. Not going to be a secret that GE are headed in toward A. Udotan taking that space. Plant is going to go awry for GE. The open plant, it's risky.
That's tough.
Given the circumstances, and it has been
Smokes
punished.
go away. Uh-oh. Now the round is tough. Now the round is hard. Have to take more space to secure the plant. Got to kind of force the issue. Yeah. That spam was not good.
full nano swarm, and then goes in for the swing. Just absolute control. You called it. PaperX were.
Wait, we won this round? I skipped it. My bad. Hold on. We'll go back.
Plan trying to go down here, but GE still dealing with this retake attempt from PaperX. It's not even so much a retake from PaperX, they're just being annoying. And for GE, that is hugely problematic. It's now down to just Crystal in the 1v3. Sharp shot to start. A second, and he's on for the clutch. I don't think Jing's got this one. Oh, he's pushed away from that spike, and Crystal playing it so slowly. Another nade to go through. Jing's pushed away again.
I think he could have stuck that, no?
Crystal playing it so slowly. Another nade to go through.
Oh, wait, maybe not. He's on 65 HP. That's so close.
Again. 27 HP, and surely now Crystal just has to commit to the
Nicely
fight.
done.
A huge 3K and a huge
Nicely
moment
done.
for GE.
The patience.
No faith? Of course not. It's a 3v1. They have an operator trained on the angle. How is PaperX losing this?
More positions to be set up, but down to the final 3v1, and PaperX gave him isolated duels. Unfortunate whiff, uncharacteristic whiff from something.
Round.
That's some good
for
shit.
The guy ever since joining the team, and probably his most important as well. 2 rounds required now for Global Esports. Their first time ever in playoffs in VCT Pacific, and they might be the first team to qualify for Masters London.
Flashes over, takes control of A main. It's just Divide close by once again with just a Sheriff. The rest of the team rotating over, of course.
Oh, GE looking to play proactively, looking to play confidently into this A site as well. They're slowed down by some of that defensive util, but they're still going to go.
Oh,
they can't see
this
much.
round is a
Unitad
clusterfuck.
Pulled that overdrive, and he just can't do anything with it at the moment. Shots through.
What
2 for 2.
is happening?
That's not too bad for GE, but they still need to get the plant down. And there's a flank coming through for Patman as well.
Okay, they pull out
exactly what they're going to do.
and wait for Patman.
On the wrap.
But they have to make noise. They gotta keep the distraction.
Round. 1 kill
Yep.
through.
Okay, good.
The second
Don't overheat. Very
well.
nice.
Patman for
Very
the double.
nice.
And that
Very
might
nice
just
from
send
GE.
GE all the way to London. Jing is on 2 HP. There's surely nothing he can do.
Let's go.
Device flash out. Charm in striking range of making it to London.
Yeah. Let me scan. Ready? I take back first. Take back now. Scan. Gotta break. Gotta close, guys. Only one, I think. Trust me, only one. Let's go. Omega smoke. Wait,
Ooh, the read.
Only one, I think. Trust me, only one. Let's go. Omega smoke.
Cool, calm, and
Interesting. This sounds like this is a call from Patman. He like understands how they play when it's the weak side.
collected from GE, but they know
And it's
how
the correct
close
read.
this is. They can taste it. Thinking about trying to take that B site, the lockdown will be invested and should push PaperX away.
Just a bit. Might give them the spike plant as well, but PaperX trying to set up.
When you're in a 1v3 or 1v4, you should isolate fights, but you forget to do that in the moment. Yeah, I mean, just give up.
As far as GE are concerned, they get that plan, they get the
Just give
fight
up,
on
go
5.
next round.
Nightfall connects onto a couple as well. You've got
You're not
two
him.
players watching for that flank. There's really not too much to try to get you back in here as PaperX. No ultis to fall back on. This could be it for GE. All it takes is 5 more kills, and there's one of them from Harvey, the captain delivering. Now Autumn, Unitad involved as well. Everyone getting a piece of the pie. It is done. Third Autumn. All it takes
We'll
no
watch this one more
ultis
time.
to fall back on. This could be it for GE. All it takes is 5 more kills, and there's one of them from Harvey, the captain
3 players
delivering.
fighting the
Now
flank.
Autumn,
Yudo.
Unitad involved as well. Everyone getting a piece of the pie. It is
Judge
done.
in back
13
halls.
to 5. Hello, London.
Yo.
GE fighting. Global Esports is going global.
That's sick.
How many times? First ever in org history between the two teams.
Love it.
And Frost's iteration of GE is the final one to be
Love
able
it.
to do it. Our first Pacific representative over to Masters London.
Platoon
Their
is so
first
happy, bro.
appearance. And they do it on
That's
a
dope.
13-5 scoreline. What on earth? Incredible performances. But Pat, to step back into this roster now on their final map to bring them that glory, that's just full
Nice.
circle.
Yeah.
That's sick. I feel like Yudo didn't really have any good friends last year on the team other than Yeoman in the second stage. So it's nice to see him have somebody that he likes and respects. It seems like him and Patman have like a good friendship, which is cool.
That is.
All right.
Also,
who was the interview at the end?
come in. Down into that.
Also,
Shell shocked.
shout out Minsung, shout out Jose. These are both my boys right here. All three, actually, this whole end. These are all my boys. Jose's the goat, Minsung's the goat, Platoon's the goat. Very happy for them.
But also how they come in.
글로벌 e스포츠의 하비 AK 선수 만나보겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
All right, we'll listen to this.
Massive congrats, Javi. You guys are heading to London. Just tell me about how happy you feel right now. Like, what emotions are you feeling? It must feel unreal. 일단 런던 핵을 확정 지었습니다. 정말 그 구단에게도 그리고 하비 AK 선수에게도 첫
Oh yeah,
번째
Patman and you used to
마스터가
play
될
together.
텐데요.
That's
지금
true.
어떤
That is
심정인지
true.
어떤 얘기 나눴는지부터 물어보도록 할게요.
I mean, adrenaline's pretty high still. That was such an intense match, and I'm so proud of my team, my coaching staff, and everyone. We all did good. We stayed strong on Pearl, and we brought out the win.
아직도 진짜 아드레날린 러시 때문에 손이 막 흔들리고 하는데 정말 팀원들 함께 오늘 너무 멋진 경기 펼쳐줘서 펄까지 잘 마무리 지을 수 있었던 것 같고 그리고 너무너무 고맙다고 자랑스럽다고 얘기를 합니다. 그리고 하비 AK 선수 개인적으로는 좀 최근 들어서 IGL로서 물오른 기량을 보여주고 있는데요. 사실 이 G에 합류하고 나서 감독님이 일을 너무 많이 시킨다, 좀 쉬고 싶다라는 얘기를 할 정도로 열심히 일했는데 또 그런 부분이 이제 또 빛을 발하는 것 같아요. 그동안의 팀적 성장과 개인적인 성장에 대해서도 들어보고 싶네요. I mean, just about 6 months ago, you came from Naos in Ascension.
Yeah.
You joined GE, and people have been very vocal about how Frost has been working you to the bone, which is coming to fruition. So talk to us about, the
Yeah, I mean, I wanted this feeling so bad last year of like being the one to get them to an international. So respect,
ongoing, and we all just played together. And
very
Frost and all
stoked
the
that
other
they were
coaching
able to
staff
do
like
it.
Platoon, they help us so much. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. And I'm glad that my first international is gonna be really fun, and we're gonna just keep going.
일단은 정말 그 감코진도 그렇고 이 선수들과 함께 경기를 거듭하고 그리고 시간이 지날수록 케미스트리도 굉장히 좋아지고 팀워크도 좋아지기 때문에 함께 일하는 게 너무너무 좋고 특히 프로스트 감독님 그리고 플라툰 코치님도 너무 많이 도와주기 때문에 이렇게 이 로스터, 이 멤버로 하비 선수의 첫 국제대회에 진출할 수 있어서 너무 기쁘다고 얘기를 하는데요. 근데 그러면 이제 런던 직전에 로드쇼도 준비를 해야 되고 런던을 준비하면서 더 열심히 해야 될 텐데 각오는 돼 있는지도 궁금하네요. So roadshow in Vietnam, Masters London means one thing: you gotta grind more. Do you feel like everyone's ready?
Wait, is that Yudo?
I feel like we're getting ready.
더 열심히 해야 될 텐데.
No, that's not Yudo. He's not. That's not Yudo.
Or do you
Improve. So in time, we will be ready.
열심히 차근차근 준비를 어차피 해야 하니까
Dude, everybody's so
준비하다가
emotional.
보면 경기력도
Get it
좋아질 것
together,
같다고
guys.
하는데요. 그럼 마지막으로 이제 더 큰 무대에서 다른 지역 팀들과 만나게 될 텐데 가장 기대되는 부분이 있는지도 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Now, lastly, we're gonna see you guys perform on a big stage against teams from other regions. What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to Masters? And is there anything you would like to say to anyone?
I'd like to go against G2 so we can beat Baby Bay for Frost.
That's it?
Yeah,
And then where's the shout out?
shout out first to my team and my coaches, especially to Pat. Pat really won us Pearl. He was calling like crazy also, his mid rounds, everything. And we all played together, we did good. And also it's Yudotan's birthday, so wish him a happy birthday.
Okay. 먼저 G2를 가장 만나보고 싶다고 얘기를 하는 게 이 프로스트 감독님과 베이비베이 선수가 아무래도 팟캐스트도 같이 할 정도로 친하다 보니까 베이비베이 선수를 한번 상대해보고 싶다고 얘기를 하고요. 그리고 오늘 팬맨 선수가 정말 페이퍼렉스 상대로 콜도 많이 해주고 좋은 소통을 도와줬기 때문에 이렇게 경기를 승리로 마무리할 수 있었던 것 같아서 팬맨 선수한테도 고맙다고 얘기를 하고 싶고, 마지막으로 유도탄 선수 오늘 생일이기 때문에 생일 정말 축하하고 같이 좀 런던까지 가서 잘해보자 라고 얘기를 해줬어요.
Wait, hold up. Okay. I'm pretty sure this kid was there last year. And he was literally the only Korean kid with a GE jersey in the stadium last year. I'm pretty sure this is the same guy. So that's fucking amazing.
때문에 생일 정말 축하하고 같이 좀 런던까지 가서 잘해보자라고 얘기를 해줬습니다.
I think
이렇게
I
해서
remember
하비의
that
K
kid
선수
from last year.
만나봤습니다. Congratulations
Thank
once
you.
again. We'll see you in Vietnam and then in London.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm gonna watch the rest of the VODs, but I'm gonna do it off stream just so I can like skip through stuff. It's not gonna be a good viewer experience. Thanks for hanging out. Very happy for GE, obviously. It's a big win for the org.